Alright, let's try this one last time. My name is Peter Parker, and for 10 years I've been the one and only Spider-Man. Hopefully this works. Let's see if there's a delay. I'm sorry to everyone. Hopefully. Yeah, okay. It's okay on my end. I'm sorry to everyone. It's okay on my end. Hi. Is it all okay for you? It's okay on my end. I'm sorry, I've not restarted any of the game. The game, I'm going to continue where I was from. Just get the people back now. That's annoying. Is it okay on your end, Lewis? Is there a delay? I think we should be, all is well. Everything's fine. Thank God. Hi, Becca. Thank you. Shall we continue then? That was annoying.
It's become a bad habit of mine.
You sound like an adult now.
If it drops out again, I'll continue to do that. Sorry about that. It's the internet. The weather's really bad, and my internet hasn't been very great today as it is. Should be all right for now. If, like I said, I'll just keep restarting it. Sorry to mess everyone around like this.
What do you remember about us as kids? We all have different memories.
I think about us as little pirates, running and jumping through Arcadia Bay.
Me too. But we're still pirates in our own way.
Yeah, right.
Over there in Leeds, it's fine.
Of the Caribbean.
Over in Hereford, it's been pissing down all day.
Unless you're with me. As you can see, I can't keep all my other friends away.
You have me.
You have me. I'm not leaving.
I believe they fall asleep watching Blade Runner, which is cool.
I mean, I loved your cards and photos, but...
I know I wasn't around much.
And the wind as well, yeah.
Excuses. I'm a loser. But...
In general, this week I haven't been able to go, because I try to go out for walks every day. I haven't been able to go as much, because the weather's just been very bad.
I'm trying to guilt trip you. That's what my parents are for.
Are you lonely?
I know this is a dumb question, but... Are you lonely here?
Is the audio fine as well as in the game audio and my audio? Is that all good? Is everything okay?
I can't exactly go party like a rock star, though.
Yeah, touch wood.
Or get in teen trouble with the folks.
I think Joyce and William are incredible.
Max, the accident has been so hard on them. Our insurance sucks, and the medical bills are fucking insane.
I bet.
I bet. This tech must be crazy expensive.
Along with the drugs, the nurses, the supplies. Mom and Dad are always broke, and they get so frustrated. Is it worth it?
Audio's fine. Yeah, it does feel like April. It's definitely not July weather at all.
No pun intended.
You are such a geek. That's why I love you. Of course, I know a geek when I be one. See, I'm practically a human entertainment system. It would be sweet to chill out together and watch a movie like when you'd spend the night at my house.
What do you want to watch?
I think I'm in like a mellow Blade Runner.
Nice. Love Blade Runner.
At the end. Plus, you know, I always wanted to have cool colored bangs like Pris.
I know. You would look incredible with blue hair. Now let's get this show on the road. And you better not fall asleep on me like you always do when you watch movies.
I remember, Max. Swear I won't fall asleep. Not when you're here.
The thing is,
not yet.
Blade Runner is the perfect film to fall asleep to. And not because it's boring, it is a very slow-paced film, but the thing about Blade Runner is that Vangelis soundtrack sort of melts into your brain, and with the neon visuals, I have fallen asleep to Blade Runner quite a few times, just because it's that perfect, when the synthesizers get in your head and then the neon visuals sort of wash over you, it's just like, it's perfect sort of going to sleep film.
I'm glad you think so.
Draw.
Oh my god, I made that
hang on.
when we were 12.
Where is it? Come on. I have... There we go. There's the pirate power. Ah. Yeah, Tom Baker getting emotional at Elizabeth Sladen. It's hard watch, man. Becca and Oliver, never seen Blade Runner. Definitely check it out. It's a great film. It's very, 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 very slow, but that's kind of the point. as I said, the soundtrack's gorgeous.
Here's the DVD.
And as for which cut to watch, there's 7 different versions of the film. The one you want to watch is the final cuts, because that's the most complete version. It removes a lot of the stuff that the director Ridley Scott didn't want in there. It touches up some things. It's the most complete version of the film. It's not for everyone, because it is so slow, but it is great. And that is absolutely not the audio from the film they're watching. That is a knockoff audio, that is. Someone who knows the soundtrack so well. Is it freezing again? Because it just lagged on my end. Is it, are we okay? Is it? Oh God, not again! Yeah, okay, it's really lagging, isn't it? Shit. Are you okay? Okay, it's just on my end. Maybe it was just a brief. No, okay, good. I have watched 2001, yes. That's another one where it's so slow, but you're kind of mesmerised by it. Yeah, I really like 2001. Space Odyssey. As Kubrick goes, it's properly sort of... The problem with 2001 nowadays is a lot of its pace, the slow pace, is meant to show off these revolutionary special effects that kind of have been bettered now, but it's still an amazing film, and you can discuss...
pretty dreamy movie to watch at night.
It is a pretty dreamy movie to watch at night.
Do you think
You
that's
can
significant?
discuss for hours about
Sorry, I
what
can
it
see
means
you're
and
not
stuff.
wide awake like me.
No, I'm sorry I crashed so
And in
hard.
answer to her question, yes, I think Deckard's a replicant.
Okay.
It makes sense. The
I do have a
unicorn.
mother and father when you're not falling asleep on me.
You are a bitch in the morning.
It's the company I keep.
Aww. Right.
Yesterday was such a blast.
It was great.
Nice, yeah. If you go through the modern series and start again
I know
from Heart
things
of, yeah.
were different when we were just dorky kids, but
Yeah.
being with you made me feel like when we were
I need
little
to check out
pirates,
Dark Crystal.
jumping and running through the forests again. It meant a lot to me just to chill out with you and bullshit.
There's the little things in life.
Fuck. I'm getting my regular head pains. Can you, pretty please, go upstairs and get
Okay.
my morphine injector in the bathroom?
Morphine injector?
It's total Star Trek shit. You can't even see the needle. Seriously, I need it. My parents keep the swag upstairs because they think I can't get to it.
Nice.
But you can, Max. Like a pirate, right?
Like a pirate.
I'm on it, Chloe.
Yeah, I need to check out Dark Crystal because I love Labyrinth. I bought, and it arrived this week, the David Bowie figure from Labyrinth. It's here. He's sat here watching me play Life is Strange. Here he is, old David Bowie from Labyrinth. And I love the design of the goblins in that film. And obviously, because the Dark Crystal is Jim Henson as well. So I really need to check out Dark Crystal. And they did the series on Netflix as well, didn't they? Which apparently was really good. Right, morphine injector. Finally finished Keys of Marinus. Nice. I enjoy Keys of Marinus. It's a bit... it can be a bit tedious, and the scene where the Vord falls down the hole is so fucking unintentionally funny, but it's good. I just got a text from Victoria, and the game's frozen. There we go. Technical difficulties are abound tonight. Oh, Alyssa. Oh, so this is the alternate version of Max where she's a bit mean. Save me a bowl. Yeah, so she's in that sort of mean girl phase. Taylor. Yeah, damn, this is interesting. Damn, this is fascinating to see, actually. Right. Gotta show Dark Crystal, right, he thought it looked... well, I don't... Yeah, I mean... Oh, you want King of Labyrinth? Fair enough. I love it because Labyrinth is a childhood thing. One of my best friends, it's her favourite film, and she loves it to bits, so we watch it together and we have fun. And it's David Bowie, really. It's the highlight of Labyrinth for me. He's brilliant in it. Dark Crystal looking cheaply made. I think a lot of people have that perception with puppets these days, just because it's a puppet. But I don't know. I think they're cool. I mean, here's a goblin from Labyrinth, and I know that it's a similar sort of design as the Dark Crystal. Not identical, but it's the same sort of company that made them. And yeah, I really need to check the Dark Crystal out.
Chloe uses natural medicine too.
I think it's on Netflix because the series is on Netflix, so I think they've got the film on there too.
The bathroom looks almost the same, just more medicine. Here
Is this it? There we go.
I never thought I'd be delivering morphine to my best friend.
For puppets, more realistic than CG. Yeah, puppets for me are I love puppets anyway, and it's always a highlight to me want to see a film, especially nowadays, that have puppets in them. I'm always kind of like, wow, yeah, it adds to the look for me. Yes, I still can't get past John Hurt, but the thing is, this game was around years ago. This 13 game that is trending on Doctor Who Twitter currently. It basically, Oliver, it's quite simple. It was a whole thing a few years ago because the 5 Who fans made a huge thing about it, and it became a massive meme for a while. Then everyone forgot about it, and then the BBC have now put an official version out, and everyone's back on it again because it is so addictive. And I love the game. It's true. So you start off with 2 Hartnells, you match them, you get a Triton, and basically every move you make on the board, you get a new William Hartnell tile. So 2 Hartnells make a Triton, 2 Tritons make a Pertwee, 2 Pertwees make a Tom Baker. So you have to keep going that, and the goal is to get to Jodie Whittaker, but it's super tough, and I have only got up to John Hurt. But the original game is called 2048, and traditionally it stops when you get 2048, the number. 2048 lines up with Christopher Eccleston, so if you've got Christopher Eccleston, you've technically beat the original version of the game. It's just the official Doctor Who version has extended it to include Jodie. But yeah, it's very addictive. Sit down on this table.
I'm still overwhelmed by this new reality.
I love the music.
And I feel so guilty for putting Chloe and her family through this.
And especially as well because this is the room where we've had so many adventures up to now, and lying on the bed after we broke into Blackwell last episode, and then it's all sort of barren like this, and it's full of crutches, and it's so sad what's happened to Chloe in this universe. Oh god, yeah. Well, again, there's probably a fan-made one that does have the alternative Doctors in there, because it was up until recently, where there was an official version of it. What was I saying? Up until recently, it was a whole fan-made thing. Overwhelmed as Cutter was. Yes. Okay. Yeah, so like alternate reality Doctors, Lewis. So there's like non-canon stuff. Like there's an animated thing called Scream of the Shalka, which has its own version of the Doctor, which isn't a part of the chronology and stuff like that.
Finally, give me the blue pill.
Red or blue pill?
I'm nosy, but not precise.
Go ahead and plug it right in.
You can hear all this, right? It's good, because it's gone quiet on my end. I think it might just be my headphones.
Get ready to yell for your folks if I screw up.
Oh, trust me. I will. Of course, my pain just keeps getting worse. But you caught me on a good day.
I know what's coming, and it's going to kill me.
Max, I'm so grateful that I'm even able to hang out with you. See, I'm getting mushy. I'm already
Probably,
high.
yeah. They had a lot of
So
British
adorable.
actors for the Eighth Doctor lined up.
Do you want anything
It
else?
wouldn't surprise me if he was going to audition for the Eighth Doctor.
Stop me if I'm being too emo. But can you grab one of the photo albums over
Here we
there?
go. I know what's coming
I'd
up,
like to check out
folks.
some old pictures of us when we were kids.
Preparing
Please.
myself.
My diary is like emo ground zero. Plus, Max Caulfield does not pass up a photo op with Chloe Price. Ever.
Photo album. Where did she say it was? On her desk, right? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, I'll try not to. It's just this whole bit, man. I don't even know if we are. I might be like calling it too early, but I'm pretty sure we're
Is
at
that okay?
the bit.
Perfect. Oh my god. Look how little we are there. We look like toys.
I remember that day by the lighthouse.
My dad was pissed at us. He actually tried to give us a timeout.
And you laughed at him. My dad would have banished him.
Whoa, awesome picture. We look so badass in our pirate gear.
We should have taken over Arcadia Bay when we had the chance.
There's still time for you.
Ugh, there's still time for you.
Oh man, there we are making pancakes. I love that shot of us. It's hard to believe my dad took that picture only 5 years ago.
Literally seems like yesterday.
I wish it was.
Me too. This photo. Maybe I could.
Here we go. Here we go.
Listen, Max. My respiratory system is failing, and it's only getting worse. I've heard the doctors talking about it when they thought I was zonked out. So, I know I'm just putting off the inevitable while my parents suffer along, and I will too. This isn't how
Wait
I
and
want
see.
things to end.
What? What are you saying?
I'm saying that being with you again has been so special. I just wanted to feel like when we were kids running around Arcadia Bay and everything was possible, and you made me feel that way today. I want this time with you to be my last memory. You understand?
Yes, I do.
All you have to do is crank up the IV to 11.
You've got a choice to make. I know exactly what I'm gonna do. There's only one thing I can do. I'm gonna click I don't know to start with, but I know there is only one thing that I can do in this situation.
Chloe, I really don't know if I could do this. I had another friend who wanted to end it all, and I did everything I could to try and save her life. How can I be responsible for ending yours? I mean, there's gotta be another way.
Max, you were there for your friend, no matter what. Now I'm asking you to help me the same way.
I want to help you, Chloe, but
Stay strong,
I
buddy.
think my help is waiting.
At least you have a choice. When you want to make a decision, you can just do it. Look at me. I'm at the mercy of everybody. For once, I want to make my own choice. The most important one of my life. Please. Help me, Max.
Has it gone out of sync on this moment? Has it gone out of sync? I don't think so. I think because the game's lip sync isn't sort of hyper accurate, so I don't think it's gone out of sync. Let's have a look. Hang on. Hasn't desynced. Okay. I think it's the lip sync, because the lip sync is sort of on purpose. It's meant to be a little bit stylized and not hyper accurate. So, yeah, okay. I have to.
I'll just drift to sleep, dreaming of us here together. Forever.
No worries. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good, man.
Thank you so much. I'm so proud of you for following your dreams. Don't forget about me.
Never.
I love you, Max. See you around.
Sooner than you think.
Okay, it's coming. It's not quite there yet. So, it's an interesting topic to discuss, because I know a lot of people who can't do that, who can't make that decision, who have to refuse it. For me, this whole euthanasia, assisted suicide thing, for me it's a case of, I think a person should be able to decide when they go if they're in so much pain. Personally, I don't think it should be illegal. I think you introduce laws to these things, and I think families get hurt, and I think the person just suffers more. That's my view on it. And I know a lot of people say, well, Chloe has family, we should, talk to William about this and Joyce about this first, but I think it was her time, and I think that she should have been allowed to be in control of her own life. And I know it's legal in some countries, but in a lot of places it isn't. So yeah, I thought you're just putting them through years they don't want to be there. Exactly. Putting them through life where they don't want life. I thought I couldn't sort of move on without discussing it. I just wanted to say that. Okay, let's move on.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Let's pick up the controller again.
Someday Dad'll get one of them newfangled computers.
I hope the flash didn't scare you, Max. This is a keeper. Hello? Hey, honey. What? Oh, I didn't know you had to get groceries. Of course I'll come pick you up. Shit, where are my keys?
That's $1 for the swear jar.
You mean your college funds? Aha! You can't hide from me forever. And no Chloe and Max wine tasting session.
Dad.
Don't blow it, because tonight your mother promised to make us a world-famous salmon surprise with chocolate cake for dessert. Max, you'll leave it too, right?
She's never leaving me.
That makes all of us.
Okay. It's all good.
Max, you're being so fucking strange. Like you're never gonna see us again.
Chloe, I'm so sorry. I tried to make things different for you. I did try. I'm sorry.
I don't know exactly what you're talking about, but come on. You have made things different. Like my whole life. You're my best friend. I've got you and a great family. What's to be sorry for? We'll be best friends forever. And when we grow up, we're taking over the world.
Listen, whatever happens, I want you to be strong. Even if you feel like I wasn't there for you. Because I will never abandon you, Chloe. I'll always have your back. Always.
Can we just... Every time it's that one bit, it's the euthanasia bit followed by that bit. Hang on. Sorry about this, everyone. Jesus. It didn't get me as much as it usually does this time, because I think because my sort of brain's aware that I'm being watched and I'm with other people, it didn't. Usually by the end of that bit, I can't breathe. I'm alright. I'm okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm alright. The bit that always gets me is Max at the fire, because that's not just there for dramatic effect. That's Max in her 13-year-old self choosing to give up her childhood. That's Max in her 13-year-old self choosing to let go of that moment, because she knows that by burning that picture, she will never be able to go back to that again. She will never be able to go back to her childhood. And it's this game just conjures up memories of childhood for me, and looking back on a time that's gone, and seeing Max stood there choosing her fate, choosing to let go of the past because she has to, because she knows she'll be tempted to change it again. And then William going into the light saying that he'll never leave Chloe. And Max can't make the easy choices. She has to do this. That he's saying to Chloe, I tried to make things different for you. It didn't get me as much as it usually does this time, but still, it was that point when I first played it that I did have to stop playing, because I was gone. I went too much, and I had to stop, and I had to take a break and breathe. I'm alright. I'm alright. I'm good. I'm good. It's no different to watching an emotional film or a TV show or reading an emotional book. It's the same thing. Yeah. Shall we move on? Shall we move on? Okay, let's go. You can't even see it on the camera, actually, which is probably a good thing. You can see how messed up my eyes are. And everything goes back to the way it was, tragically. Everything, this is how it should be, but it's worse for everyone. Life is strange. Ah! Dear me. Okay. It's the car. That's everything's returning to normal now. Yeah, everything's going back to how it should be. Because Max has burned the photo and she let William die, and that's the thing, she's had to let William die while standing there choosing to erase her childhood and let go of her childhood. Choosing to... That's the moment where Max Caulfield grows up. That's her moment where she grows up. Okay. And we're back. An Amanda Palmer song in my mind by Amanda Palmer. Da, 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 da. What's going on with your hair?
Chloe, you're alive. Yes.
Whoa, whoa, down, Max. Do you get one kiss, now you're all over me?
I'm so glad you're here.
You sound high, but thanks for the morning
And
grub.
now
Since
we're
we were
back
up all
to
night playing CSI Arcadia
happiness.
Bay, I was still spaced out here trying to put all this info together.
We're okay. We're good. We're good. We're fine.
Max, did
We're
you
all fine
forget
here.
We've gone over this? I hope you weren't messing around with time while I was sleeping.
Not
Anymore.
I'm just spaced out too. Welcome back to the real world.
So that's that section done.
I don't think I can ever tell Chloe about what happened.
Da 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 da. I'm just procrastinating at this point. Oh, see? It's got my voice as well. Thank you for being a great game, but... emotions. What are your thoughts about if we ever had a Black Doctor? Cool. I would love a Black Doctor. Representation matters, and it is very distracting. Where is it? Got a poster here. You know, it does start to stick out after a while that all the Doctors are white guys, and obviously Jodie is a woman now, which is great. Yeah, Black Doctor, please. Cool. And especially now with Black Lives Matter, I think it'd be a very appropriate sort of time. Oh shit. Okay. Right, warning. This is the worst part of the game, hands down. Although this is my favourite episode of the game, this is easily the worst part of the game. Because this is where the game asks you to be a detective, and I'm not a very good detective. So I don't know how long we'll spend on this. We'll spend as long as it takes.
So close,
but
so far away.
I think I remember the password to Nathan's phone just from playing it all the time. So if I'm right, then it's confirmed that I have played this too many times.
And see whatever hidden
So
shit
we'll
he's got in his messages.
see this now. That will speed up the process a hell of a lot.
About Frank, Nathan, and the dark room. Too bad I don't have a gun anymore.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
that's the
Becca, I have you.
solution.
Second
We'll have
detective.
to do this on our own.
Dude, at least let me kick his ass, then rewind. Fine, whatevs. It's your power.
Which I can't waste on shit like that. Or Blackwell would be in big trouble.
You didn't even let me take that money to pay Frank off.
And I'm glad. We have to be better than that.
It's an example of
I
our
know.
choices impacting on the
You should get
characters
busy in the
now.
garage to see what dirt you can dig up. I'm gonna cyberstalk some names and see where that leads.
Oh, my eyes
And
feel
to
funny.
And be careful of Stepcrack. He's not gonna be a happy camper after you reamed him yesterday and Mom is giving him the boot.
I'm on it, partner.
Right, so we have to go down to the...
I can't abuse this level of my rewind power.
I couldn't imagine Samuel L. Doctor as the... yeah. Nah, Samuel L. Jackson is the Doctor. God, that would be weird. I reckon the next Doctor actually will be a person of colour, and I think it's long overdue. I think it's long overdue. I mean, it would not surprise me if they cast Joe Martin, but... here he is. Old smeary face himself.
You won this battle, Max. You broke up my family. I salute you.
David, I didn't try to hurt you. Ever. But I won't let anybody hurt Chloe.
Too late, isn't it? You just better be damn careful with her. Don't you wander off into the dark.
Ooh, that's a bit of foreshadowing. That's a hell of a bit of foreshadowing there. Yes, Idris Elba is often talked about as the Doctor. To be honest, I think he would be, but I also can't see him in that role. I think he's a bit of an obvious choice. Do you know what I mean? Oh, shit, sorry, hang on. I think he's a bit too much of an obvious choice. I don't know, I kind of want a pretty, an unknown one again. Richard Marsh. Oh, so we might be able to go to Kate's funeral. That's sad. It's just insane. Do you know Frank Bowers? Drugs. That's it. To do Juliet. Oh, so this is just asking everyone if they know about Frank. Okay. Okay. Oh, let's go. Lenny Henry would have been good. He would have been very good. But yeah, because when Matt Smith was announced, it was at the time it was like, who the hell is that? And then he ended up personally being one of my favourite Doctors. I think Matt Smith is fantastic, especially in his first series. So yeah, I kind of want,
It looks like
because
David
people,
finished his car repair.
Hollywood is always this thing where
Maybe there's some
to get
clothes
away
around.
with their lack of representation, often a lot of the execs will say, oh yeah, but there's no bankable female stars, there's no bankable black actors, there's no, you know, and it's like, well, make one then. How do you think these actors, these famous actors, got to the point they're at? They were made into stars by getting cast in roles. Afford that same opportunity to everyone. Oh, there's no bankable female stars. Blah, blah, blah. Well, make one. Oh, there's no bankable trans stars. Make one. Cast a trans actor in something massive and make them a star. Chris Pratt went from a small sitcom to becoming one of the biggest actors on the planet. Anything can happen. Just cast them. Cast actors and make them into stars. You can't just expect stars to drop out of the sky. You have to make an effort to move forward with representation and make stars of particular groups. And it just adds to this institutional racism thing, doesn't it? I am looking forward to Power of the Daleks. Initially I wasn't. When it was announced, I was just like, I've got the DVD, I've got the Steelbook. What more is there? Then they announced the improved animation. I was like, okay, selling me a bit here, because the animation for Power of the Daleks is quite rough, shall we say, especially that first scene. It's really rough. And then the special features got announced, and I was kind of like, okay, selling me again. And then more special features got announced, and I'm just like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna double dip. As all Doctor Who fans have to do. I'm going to double dip. I haven't pre-ordered it, and I haven't pre-ordered the Series 6 Steelbook either. I'm waiting closer to the time for that. I really should pre-order it, but I just haven't yet. What were we supposed to be looking for? I've just started talking about Doctor Who. Do you have to go in his locker? No? Email, map.
Surveillance cameras at Pan Estates? David must be working for the prep. I promise I'll help Miss Grant next time. If there is one. Oh, meow, at least he has one. Wish I had surveillance footage of that conversation.
Oh,
that makes me sad. It was so incredible to see William again. I wish Chloe could too.
it was weird getting used to Matt after having 10 of the 3 series. Yeah, it always is, really. I think Matt is at his best in his first series, in Series 5. I think that's where Matt Smith's at his best. Oh my god, what is wrong with my voice? It's the first time this has happened. I often have occasional voice cracks, but what's happening? I think it was just because of the emotional splurge earlier, should we say. But no, yeah, I think they dial up his eccentricities a little bit too much later on, and I think in Series 7 he's a bit of a sex pest, especially towards Clara. I hate that bit where he smacks Clara's arse. I really hate that. In his first series, it comes across as... It comes across... How should I put this? It comes across as he's just an innocent but intelligent individual. In Series 7, it comes across he's playing up to it. And I still like him, but I definitely prefer Matt in his first series. And in his first series, he's one of my absolute favourite Doctors. Yes! Oh, Philip Morris. What is he doing? So he's posting photos of the Madame Tussauds Doctor Who exhibit. And claiming it's Poundland and saying, oh, all this Jodie Whittaker stuff's on clearance in Poundland. Oh, therefore that means it's shit. Right, in the photo you can see the Madame Tussauds thing. In the photo you can see the price tags. It's not at Poundland. He's just lying to back up his argument because he's... I'm sorry, and a lot of people are going to have a go at me for this. A lot of people are going to have a go at me for this, but I don't care. He's a sexist misogynist. That's all he is. He's so thinly veiled. This is the problem, because he picks fights with... When he picked a fight with Emily Cook doing the Doctor Who lockdown watch-alongs, it's just like, I just actually think you just have a... You're so old-fashioned. I actually just think you have a problem with women. It's ridiculous. Fish Rings and Cuss is amazing. Hello, Jexter, by the way. Jexter Dexter? Oh, hello, Charlie. Yes, no, I don't think it was Smith's performance, it was the writing, because especially in Series 7 you get lines where he's like pining after Clara as well. It's like, a mystery wrapped up in a skirt that's a little too tight. And then there are scenes where he's smacking her ass and sexualising her and stuff. It's like...
I can't leave until I search
Matt Smith
David's garage.
Of Series 5 wouldn't do this. He comes across as a lot more humble and unassuming in Series 5, which is why it's scary that, and in 6 as well, it's why it's scary when he blows up and gets angry, because it's like, you're not capable of this, what's happening here? Like, I love that bit in A Good Man Goes to War where he's so angry and he catches himself and he's like, I really don't know what's going to happen now because I've never been this angry. It's a brilliant bit of performance from Smith. What am I supposed to be? I'm just looking at different...
What the hell did David do for Nathan? And what did his dad do for David?
God, I'm catching up on a lot. Yeah, Becca, definitely can continue on with it, because there's some good episodes in there. It's just the way they dialed up his character and everything, and I'm not a fan of the later Moffat era, like 7, 8, 9. Series 10's great, but yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised they got away with the stuff in Series 6 and 7.
I wonder if David is going to the party.
Especially because it's doing the rounds on Twitter again today. The mini-sode that they did.
There's more to David Madsen than meets the eye.
The mini-sode that they did where for Children in Need, where this whole conflict is caused because Rory looks up Amy's skirt through the glass floor of the TARDIS and he gets something wrong and the TARDIS kind of goes all wrong. And this whole scene, Emily? Who's Emily? Amy is going, oh yeah, that was my fault. And it's like, this whole thing is like, Moffat's written it as though it's her fault that Rory was being a perv. And it's just this whole thing was like, I think Stephen Moffat got really weird with his writing at that point in time. And it wasn't very good. Yeah, Jodie's great. I have some issues with her character and issues sometimes with the performance, but I really like her. And people hate her because she's a woman, and this is absolute. And people get annoyed when you say that because people are like, "Oh no, we have legitimate criticisms, and you're just calling us all sexist." And it's like, yeah, I get that, but
or David is out there armed.
The problem is, I'm often like, okay, give me a criticism of Jodie and Chibnall's era. Give me a legitimate criticism. They're always like, oh, it's too political. And it's like, no, it's always been political. Oh yeah, but it's you know. And what they really mean is there's too many women in it. That's what they mean. It means there's too many women in it and there's too many people of colour in it. It's just thinly veiled. A thinly veiled attempt to disguise their sexism. That's all it is. And I'm so sick of people making up lies about it. So, like people making up lies and saying, "Oh, kids hate Jodie," even though there are multiple videos of kids meeting Jodie and clearly having a ball and her being amazing to fans. Yes, Moffat's portrayal of women, he seems to only know one character type, which is the flirty, feisty, outgoing, sex-obsessed person. Look at Missy, look at Irene Adler from Sherlock. Yeah, okay, yeah, Becca, I get I'm looking to find stuff in the investigation board, but I'm pretty sure I've looked at everything, and at this point I'm just wandering around.
Chloe without going to David's locker.
David's locker? I did look at David's locker. Okay, no worries.
That is a serious padlock on that locker. Hey, David, what you hiding?
Yeah, they went they went colour mad for Pertwee's first intro. It's interesting to see the oh shit, what's his fucking see the evolution. Yes, the writing, really. I don't think she's working the material she's given. And when people go, Dr. Nasty, it's like, where is your evidence
find a way to break this padlock
for Jodie being this nasty individual that you think she is? And they always say, oh, well,
okay,
you know, she seems aggressive to the fans. And it's like, okay, show me evidence. And they usually pull out that clip of her making fun of the Not My Doctor thing, and I'm like, no, that's not her being nasty. That's her having a joke at the expense of absolute bigots who don't respect her, don't have actual legitimate criticisms, and are just sexist. And
sorry,
like,
David, but
I have my criticisms of the writing of her Doctor. It seems like she's a very neutral figure, and I don't think they've really written her to be as good as she can be. But and then you present
notes, coordinates, photos of Kate,
you present these people with evidence of Jodie being absolutely lovely and absolutely amazing towards fans and kind and courteous and amazing towards kids, and they ignore it because they ignore any evidence that goes against their set viewpoint of Jodie is nasty. And I honestly think they have a...
Are you ready yet? I have to get back to my dorm.
Are we happy?
Very happy. I hit the secret.
I honestly think they have an issue with women being strong,
plus some location
put in strong positions of power. Because look at people's reactions to Captain Marvel. Captain Nasty. I hate her, and it's like, why'd you hate her? Because she said she hated the other cast. No, she didn't. She was having a joke that the other cast were in on. Oh, but they hate her. No, they don't. You can tell they're having banter in all these interviews that they apparently hate her in. And it's like this every time a popular franchise puts a woman in the lead. Every single fucking time this happens, it's always, oh, they're just agenda pushing. Oh, she's nasty. And it's like, is she though? Or you know, what... I'm getting really annoyed. I'm getting really annoyed. Is she nasty, or are you taking things out of context and distorting them to fit your narrow view that women have to stay in this set view? Look at what's happening with The Last of Us, with Abby.
How you doing?
Alright, Abby is a controversial character. I haven't played the game myself, so I can't comment. But so much of the criticism, outside of the legitimate stuff that, oh, I think she's written badly, is, oh, she's ugly. Oh, she's not attractive. And it's like, well, that's not... What? And? Why do female characters have to be genetically designed to appeal to your specific view of what is conventionally attractive? Oh, she's strong and she wouldn't be like this. Right, well, is that a universal thing? For if a guy was in this same position, would you say that about the guy? If no, then why does this female character have to appeal to your very, very, very specific, narrow-minded view about what women are and what their roles are? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm getting really angry. I'm getting this episode's like an emotional roller coaster. Right, yeah, Becky, you've seen it, so you don't like her because of stuff. But your problems with her, I imagine, are not because she's... Do you know what I mean? Like, she's ugly. I wouldn't even blah, 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 blah. And it's not about you. Female characters aren't designed to appeal to you so you can go and jerk off to them later on. That's not what female characters are designed for. And there's this whole narrative that men are somehow being erased. Yeah, men are really being erased when there's still oppression and there's still rampant sexism everywhere. Yeah, men are really being erased, aren't they? Just because more women are in more powerful roles in media and more prominent roles in media, that does not... Do not take that as a personal insult to you as a white man. I don't take it as an insult because I'm not insane. White men aren't being erased. Women are just becoming more prominent in media. People of colour are just becoming more prominent in media. Trans representation is just becoming more prominent in media, and that's a good thing because it's a wider range of viewpoints being exposed to everyone. White men aren't being erased. White men, you know, how many franchises are led by white men right now versus how many franchises are led by women? Or you know, the new Batwoman was cast yesterday. Immediately when I saw that she was a black bisexual actress, I thought, here we fucking go. Here the sexist, racist trolls will come out in force. And what did I see? Under all those comments, oh, she can't do that, oh, it's agenda pushing. It's like, why is it agenda pushing? Why is it agenda pushing to have a black bisexual woman in this? Why is that agenda pushing? What, because she exists? It's really, really agenda pushing, isn't it? And the fact that she's not even playing the same character that Ruby Rose did, who herself is openly a member of the LGBTQ+ community and is a woman. Oh, but you have problems with that too. Yeah, right, you have problems with that too because she isn't a straight white male. And come back down. I'm sorry, but if, okay, I'm sorry for ranting, but if you were annoyed at anything I've just said, if you were annoyed at anything I've just said because you don't agree that there should be more representation, because you don't agree with my views on all that, good. Piss off. I don't want you here. I don't want sexist, racist trolls on my platform. You can go. Go on. Because I'm not going to take it. I'm not... and this Black Lives Matter movement has brought it full force as well. I'll get back to the game in a minute. I'm sorry. I am not going to stand for any of it anymore. I'm not going to stand for hate anywhere. If anyone puts that in my vicinity, if anyone posts that near me, they're blocked. They're gone. Because I'm not going to take it. Because it's all very well saying ignore them. This is true, but you ignore them, that stays there. That seed spreads. I'm not going to stand for it anymore. I don't... At this point, I don't even think it would be right for me to just stand for it. So, right, that's it. Let's catch up on the comments. Right. Jexter, go rewatch the Terror Zone Adventures. Good. Sarah Jane's great. Really, enjoy your rewatch. It's a fantastic show. Rumours that if BBC can't finish Series 13, they will turn it into animated. I don't think that'll happen. They've delayed it. They've delayed it enough as it is. I don't think they'll turn it into an animated series. But I do think there will be contingency plans for if they won't be able to complete it. So, yeah. Dope. I use dope. I mean, the fam can be cringy. Sometimes I think it's meant to be. Sometimes I think it's not.
Okay.
It's weird.
And this is my friend Chloe.
Abby. Laura Bailey is amazing in The Last of Us 2. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, Laura Bailey's been getting a lot of hate. Laura Bailey is friggin' awesome. Laura Bailey is an amazing voice actress. She's one of the best voice actresses I've ever heard. And people sending hate her way because they didn't like a fictional character, people sending her death threats, get a life and take a long, hard look at yourself. Learn the difference between a fictional character played by a very talented performer and a real person. There are worse things to be outraged about, and there are better things you could be doing with your time than going after a very, very, very talented voice actress like Laura Bailey. So I think it's because that people sometimes find stronger. Yes, people find stronger women intimidating, and they have a problem with it, and there shouldn't be a problem. All because of society's perception of beauty being done. Yeah, society enforces that as well. It's this, these adverts where they're like the best a man can get, and they show these perceptions of women that and men that they have to be a certain way. Which is wrong. It's absolutely wrong, because it causes a lot of anxiety for people. And that's another issue I feel quite strongly about, but I'm not going to get into here, because I'll be gone for a while. Yeah, Becca, like you say, they think it's these traditional roles that women have to be weak and damsels in distress and only there for the male characters, and it's just like, it's outdated. Get out. Gender pay gap is another big issue, yeah. Riding Ruby Rose quit Batwoman. A combination of things, really.
Yeah.
Chloe, why isn't somebody as cool as you going to buy
all sorts of things.
Cool for the school.
She was massively injured by it. I just think she didn't really get on with it, really. But it's fair enough, she has her reasons. She doesn't have to continue with it. I think it's fine that she doesn't continue with it. I didn't watch it myself. I thought it was cool that she was cast in it. I was kind of sad that when she left, but it's her decision. I didn't see the Crash Bandicoot mobile game, did it?
Weird.
When did it come out? Because I saw the trailer for Crash 4. Not that I didn't see the mobile game, though.
This isn't prison, is it?
Not until we get orange jumpsuits.
Yeah, Laura Bailey does have one of those recognisable voices.
On that note,
but even so, I didn't reckon. I knew it was weird when I played Spider-Man PS4. I didn't recognise her as MJ. It was weird, and I don't know why. MJ's voice in that didn't register as Laura Bailey to me, even though it was. It was very bizarre.
I feel like a total loser, but it's been.
Because I love her work and stuff, so you'd think I'd spot her straight away, but.
I'm proud of you for caring so much about a troubled friend. And I take
you
hope
are
in the
proud,
fact that you have plenty of
dickhead.
time to find your way.
Sorry, I'm getting so angry.
Get in the habit of putting your work out there.
Thanks, Mr.
I feel like this episode's going to be entertaining for me to watch back later, because I'm just going to be like...
Me too. I'll be Max's date. You better dance with us at least once.
Nobody should have to see me dance. Plus, you don't want to watch the old hipster trying to keep up with the kids. I have some pride. Be seeing you.
Yes, you will.
I like that Chloe's got a little bit of a crush on him.
Gross. You're out of control.
Even
Not
though
yet.
we'll find
Just
out
wait
something.
until the rages tonight.
But yeah.
Shut
Strong
up.
female
Don't be
characters in
jealous
games.
because Mark Jefferson
Yeah.
thinks I'm cool.
I mean,
I am so
I mean, and the thing is as well,
Since I'm here,
another
I'll see if I
thing
get some dirt from Justin.
is
Haven't talked.
and obviously this thing isn't bad at all. This issue isn't bad, but there is this perception that to have a great female character and a brilliant female lead and stuff, there's this perception that they have to be written as masculine and take on masculine traits like being tough and like no emotions. Of course, that's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. But that's a lot of people's default when they think, oh, I'm going to write a strong female character. She has to take on masculine traits. Nothing wrong with it, but it's just a lot of people's default. I appreciate things like this, for example. Max and Chloe are very, I would say, strong characters.
Let's see if I can find.
And I personally don't think they sacrifice any femininity that they have. Like, Max is still, she's a strong character, but she's still, she'll sometimes say, "Oh, that guy's cute," or Chloe will sort of engage in stereotypically female things. But that's still fine. They're not sacrificing anything from that, And a good example is Buffy. Buffy is a show where all these characters are so badass, and so awesome, but, Buffy and Cordelia like to go shopping and buy nail varnish and wear pretty dresses and stuff, and it's like they're not sacrificing femininity, but they are badasses, do you know what I mean? And I think that's cool. I appreciate when things do that. Obviously, like I said, it isn't a, there's nothing wrong with, with having that with sort of masculine female characters at all. It's just, I hope you're kind of getting my point. Do you know what I mean? Like, female characters don't have to sacrifice femininity to be strong characters. There is this perception that they have to take on these masculine roles and everything, but there's nothing wrong with them embracing femininity as well. I think that's why I appreciate things like Buffy, because they're written like that. What am I supposed to do? Sorry, I promise I'm gonna. I know a lot of people don't like when YouTubers get political and stuff. I'm sorry, but I think these are issues that I need to be said. And I'm sorry that I've talked over a lot of this, especially because this is my favourite episode. I feel like I've paused so much. Yeah, Lara Croft's great. I love Lara Croft as a character. She's great. She's one of my favourite characters ever.
I'm working on it.
I miss her laugh when I fell off my board.
It's probably high.
Yeah, Ellie in The Last of Us is great.
Okay, I have to bounce.
Palpatine in Rise of Skywalker.
Hi, Miss Grant.
I don't know,
always show up when I'm
because in many ways it's kind of like,
and I swear,
well, how else would you end the Skywalker saga than bringing back the ultimate big bad from the original prequel trilogies?
I was hoping you could explain some of these.
But on the other hand, it's such an unoriginal idea. Do you know what I mean? It's so sort of like Palpatine coming back is such a obvious thing to go down. And the reason I love The Last Jedi so much is I was sat there in the cinema watching The Last Jedi, and I didn't know anything that was coming up. And when Luke came out in the battlefield at the end, and he looked different, I was like, what's going on? And then it looked like he died, but he wasn't. I was like, holy shit! I was on the edge of my seat because I didn't know what was coming next, and I was so into it. Seeing Rise of Skywalker in the cinema was just kind of like, yeah, so she's probably gonna beat Palpatine and probably gonna go back to Tatooine, I imagine, and then we're gonna get a big There was no surprise for me. Do you know what I mean? There was no surprise for me with Rise of Skywalker, whereas The Last Jedi, the reason I love it so much is because it's so unpredictable, and it's so... it's one of the best cinema experiences I have ever had. I was just sat on the edge of my seat, glued to the screen, in awe at what I was seeing. I missed that. And Palpatine didn't have a lot to do. I like the look of him with like the red and everything. But yeah, I like the prequels. They're not great films, but I enjoy them. They were the Star Wars films I grew up on.
Friends at NASA tell me they can't explain a solar eclipse without a single theory as to
I kind of think they're a little
Maybe it's
bit
time to get
overrated now. Like, I feel like since they've become a nostalgic thing for people, they've become better in the eyes of the public, and I'm not sure they've really earned the reputation. Like, they're not great films. I think they should be... How I see them is they're there. George Lucas put a lot of effort into them. They're his films. I grew up on them, so I always enjoy them for the nostalgia. The music's great. They are what they are, and that's it. But people, it's when people say, "Oh, they're better than better than Disney Star Wars," and I'm kind of like, well, it is all subjective at the end of the day. But objectively speaking, I don't think so. That they've been put on a pedestal because of nostalgia and think, and their world building is amazing, like you say.
Like they are.
But my perception of the prequels is kind of
reality. I feel like it's
different now
changing right
since
in
watching the
front of us.
Clone Wars, because
You
since
and
watching the
Samuel
Clone
both.
Wars,
We were talking about that before
I
you
think
came over.
about them better.
Our planet is changing.
I'd be interested
It's not
in watching the
mystic.
prequels
It's
with someone who's never seen the Clone Wars, because their perspective will be different. But because the Clone Wars gives in all this backstory that the prequels don't give,
You think that's why
my
all these
perspective
animals
is a
are
bit
dying
different on
here?
them.
Well, our shoreline has been receding.
The
Not
Crash
to
Bandicoot
mention the
mobile games,
daily
because Crash Bandicoot on
contamination
the
of
Run's
the
been
ocean.
developed by...
That's all we
really?
need
It's
to
developed by
keep off sea
King.
and wildlife here.
Okay.
Unless
I
you know
don't mind
something I
King,
don't.
but they're just like... Dark Empire from Legends, Dark Plague should have been the... Yeah. Well, yeah, the problem with because I have no problem with Snoke being killed off, because at the time in The Last Jedi I was like, oh my god, they've twisted the table here. You're pulling... The Last Jedi deconstructs legacy and deconstructs ideals and stuff. And killing Snoke is kind of one of the ultimate things of that, because you're pulling this expectation that light and dark is straight and narrow. Here's the good guy, here's the cackling bad guy. You're pulling that expectation from under the audience's nose, and that's brilliant, because that's a proper sort of, oh, maybe life isn't this complex, you know.
I wonder if the Tobanga knows more than.
And at the time, I was kind of like,
Oh,
wow,
Max,
where are
nobody
they going
knows
with it?
who
And then
brought
it was
the
just
thing
like, oh
here.
yeah, Snoke was always
It was
just
likely stolen from
a
the South
creation of
Pacific by
Palpatine. It was like,
local fishermen.
what's the point
But
then?
I know
Why?
what you're saying.
I
There's a
don't
lot
know.
of energy here.
Well, yeah, all the Star Wars films are owned by Disney, you know,
I'm
and
sorry, Miss Grant. I have to get going. I'll see you later.
there is a difference
It's
between the
always good
Disney
talking
produced
to you, man.
films and the other films, but people just, I don't know, people are weird about them. People are very weird about them. Yeah, good. Ian McDermott's
Hey,
brilliant in
man.
everything he's in, I
You look
think.
bummed
I don't
out.
think he's really done a
Are you
bad
alright?
Hola,
performance
Max.
in the saga.
I just figured out that
Um,
my photos basically...
We got a do it.
I'm a
He says
wannabe
do it in Rise
artist.
of Skywalker, so I was happy. He says it aggressively, he goes, do it! Which is nice. Don't give up.
Don't give up that easy. Just stay away from your sketchbook for a while. You need to keep taking the shot, as Mr. Jefferson says.
Stay away from my sketchbook? You don't know me, Max. That's like you staying away from your camera. I think I'll just sit here bummed out, thanks.
Make the sacrifice. Yeah. I know, I like a lot of elements of Rise of Skywalker. Like, as soon as that ending comes and we hear the voices of all the Jedi and stuff, and we hear Ahsoka from the animated stuff, and I am always like, yeah, this is cool. When Poe says, we did it, we lost. We're gonna lose, and then you hear Lando, and suddenly we hear I'm like, yeah, but the whole film just seems so predictable and easy to me, and quick and rushed, and it's just like, Endgame seems to get a lot of hate nowadays. It seems to be the cool thing to hate on Endgame, but I still go back to Endgame and I'm still always like, yeah, this was real good. This was a great way to end everything. Becca, if you're still there, what am I meant to be doing? I've completely forgotten because I talked over all of the dialogue. Oh, do I have to speak to Chloe? Oh. Do I just talk to people, I think?
That's so ironic that...
Hey, Brooke. How are you?
Considering what happened to Kate, I could be better. Are you okay?
Nathan.
I need to
We'll
find
talk
Nathan.
about Nathan
Have you
and,
seen him around?
Ask Warren. I mean, you're going to the movies with him and everything.
Okay, Brooke. But right now I'm trying to find Nathan.
Warren's not good
Oh,
enough
no
for
worries,
you?
Becca. Seriously, don't worry.
Okay. I saw Nathan pissed and walking off campus earlier. Good luck getting
I
that
think I
date
do
back.
just talk to... Yeah.
I have to go.
Oh, okay, my headphones are running out of charge.
Good.
I will
Nathan
just
is
get my
not
backup
around.
headphones. I will be right with you.
I should go back to Chloe.
In the meantime, talk amongst yourselves. Don't be mean.
That's so ironic that Warren asked Max to the dragon. It's not like I don't own all the original Apes films.
Yeah. I apologise. This episode is going to end up being longer than usual because this is the longest. Oh shit! Sorry.
Are you sure you're all right?
This is the longest episode anyway, so I have no problem if any of you want to leave. It's going to be a long one, but considering you'll have to wait a while in between this and the next one, might as well make the most of it, I guess.
Hi again, Miss Grant.
Welcome back to the lab, Max.
I was looking for Nathan Prescott, and I thought he might be in your class.
I'm surprised, Max. I didn't think you and Nathan were exactly friends.
No way.
No way. I just have to, ask him a question.
I saw him leaving campus looking angrier than usual. But to be honest, Max, Nathan hasn't been too well lately.
Is there an echo?
About that than me.
Too much.
No.
Tell.
Okay.
You look like you have more than a question on your mind. Maybe asking Nathan isn't such a good idea right now. You hear me, Max?
I don't think surveillance would have helped Kate Marsh.
Oh, Max. I'm so sorry you had to go through that. Kate is the sweetest student I've ever met at Blackwell. And they can be so cruel to each other. Do you need to talk to a counselor?
No, thank you.
No thanks, Miss Grant. I have my best friend and my parents. For now.
I'm happy to hear that, Max. Just don't ever be afraid to talk to somebody, okay? I wish Kate had come to me.
Yeah, sorry, buddy. I'll try and make time for you when I
Kate was
can.
drugged at the Vortex Club party and bullied by them until she ended up on the roof. How do you stop that?
Shut down that damn Vortex Club for a start. I don't mean to get riled up, but that party should have been postponed. It's extremely tasteless given what happened with Kate.
So
Oh shit, I should have asked about the Prescotts.
Stop the party. To be honest, he doesn't seem to care about what's going on.
I can't actually hear myself talking now because these are a bit more sort of
financial disaster, and he cares
in
more than you know. You're
and a bit
wise,
lighter.
But don't be so quick to judge everybody.
You're right. I just wish this could be the school that I dreamed about before I came here.
I hear you, Max. I love seeing you and Warren and all my students at your best here.
Okay, so the length, guys.
But you truly
I
give me
think
hope.
I'm sorry,
if we
Miss
reach
Grant.
3
I have
hours,
to
I'll
get
stop and I'll do the rest tomorrow.
It's
I
all
don't
right,
think
we'll
we will
talk.
reach 3 hours. It depends. Because I know we've got this whole detective thing coming up, which I really don't like. That this is my favourite episode just because all the stuff that happens, but I don't like the detective thing we have to do. If we reach 3 hours, I'll stop. I'll do the rest tomorrow. I don't think we will. But just, you know, to let you know.
Coast is clear. It would be so
Yeah.
cool if you and me
No,
were
you're not
going to
reading too
school
into it at all.
together.
This game has
Now
helped
we
so
can
many
always
people with
get
lots of
this
different
all to
things.
ourselves. Ugh, you suck.
For me, it helped me
Let's
become a
get into
more
Blackwell
empathetic
Ninja
person, I think. For many different reasons. And I think for some people it did help with, like, the whole Kate storyline. I think it probably did help with suicidal thoughts and everything, and the euthanasia bit probably
So
helped
they
people
knew
who
how
had gone
it
through
goes
that.
here.
So,
Yes, because
yeah, no, you're not
want
reading into
Nathan
it too
Prescott
much
in
at
the
all.
room next door.
Good point.
Wait here. Give me the signal if Nathan
Yes, I
or
did see it,
anybody
yeah.
shows up.
That was nice.
Down, Batmax.
Now
Same
I
with,
just have to
it
find
appeared in
Nathan's
Rebels as well,
name.
didn't it? And you can hear in Rebels, you can hear someone going, Captain Syndulla, Captain Syndulla, talking about Hera from Star Wars Rebels, which is cool. The hell's happening over there? Something's happening in there. Rogue One. What did I say? Well, what did I say? But yes, I mean Rogue One, yeah. Oh, I said Rebels. Okay, no
Are
worries.
toilet paper wars mandatory in the dorms?
Basically, same thing.
Jerks. At least nobody messed with the Kate portrait.
Can I has art? Oh, this is Daniel. Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, Star Wars Squadrons looks cool. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. And it's going to have a VR mode built in, apparently, so I'm looking forward to that. I still need to pick up Iron Man VR. The demo I had was amazing. It's one of the best VR things I've ever experienced. And I really want to play, because they did the Doctor Who VR game. I really want to play like VR games on stream, but the problem is I won't be able to read chats. And the whole fun of these streams, really, is me talking to you lot and reading the chats. So, and I wouldn't be able to do that if I was in the VR, so it's a shame. And you wouldn't be able to see me either, because the PlayStation camera would be using to track my head movements, so...
Max, what are you doing? Hurry up!
It's just walking around.
Please, this can only be Nathan's room.
Two lines sort of glitched on top of each other, huh? Nice. I like that it's Max. This is treated as a character flaw. The fact that she is really nosy and very sort of too
Now I need to
inquisitive.
find Nathan's phone. Or anything with clue. These films all have a dark pattern.
That is a cool shelf, though. This is how you know I'm a physical media nut. I'm looking at that shelf and I'm like, oh, I really want that. I've got no room for it. If I bought one like that. Ooh, that looks nice. That looks very nice. Anyway.
Nathan is way into this party. Bad sign. Oh, bastard. Now I remember why I hate you.
Oh, is that the Kate video?
And why Kate will get justice.
Oh, God.
Oh, man. Sean Prescott might be Nathan's real problem.
How many shelves? You'll see it in the
Too bad
collection
Nathan isn't
tour
more like his
video.
sister.
I've got
She sounds awesome.
2 up here,
And
1
far
here,
away.
1 there, 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, and then that one, and then these 2 red ones. So I've got quite a few. The problem is, I don't have room. This is the thing. I've got so many shelves. I don't have room for anything these days. Because I just buy stuff without.
Too bad. Yes, Nathan sure needs diet pills. This is strong stuff.
Yeah. Sometimes I feel a bit. Oh, I've got this here. This has got some pops on it. In fact. Yeah, there you go. Little. There you go. Don't even need to bother uploading the hour-long video of my collection tour. There you go. You've just seen it.
Whale songs? Maybe this is the only soothing thing Nathan ever hears.
Sounded like a
That is
Minecraft
so
villager.
Chloe. Oh my god.
Oh, Jesus.
Chloe.
So that was the photo that he took when he drugged her. It's really...
I really hope they were all consenting models.
Ooh.
What the hell are all those marks on the floor?
Oh, I think he's alright. I don't think he's gonna fall. I've actually moved him since. Where's he gone now? Oh, he's over there. See, I forget where I've moved these things. Yeah, he won't be falling off. He's all good.
Let's find out what you're hiding. Oh yes, little phone. You are mine now.
Excellent. Just get out, because I'm aware that people probably don't want to stay for long, which is all fair enough. I don't want to bore you
so I can show it
with
to
a
Chloe.
long stream.
Well, before Nathan comes back.
Chloe, phone.
Damn, Max, you're finally back. I got worried. So, what did you find?
His room was clean and creepy. Check this out.
Boom, Nathan. We got you by the balls, fucker.
Yeah, I like that. It's funny. Oh!
What are you
Here
doing
he
in my
is.
dorm? You're such a nosy bitch, Max.
Stop right there, Nathan.
Make me, ho.
Oh! Forgotten about this bit.
Max, I got this.
Yes, Warren.
Get the fuck out of my face. You are so fucking dead! Get off me, bro!
Yes! Oh. What do you think we should do, guys? Should we stay out of it and let his ass get beat, or should we stop Warren? I never know what to do in this moment, because it's... On the one hand, he deserves it. On the other hand... No, actually, he deserves it. I'm gonna stay out of it.
You like to hurt people, huh? Like Max? Like Kate? Like me? Huh? Feel this, motherfucker?
Yeah, there are consequences both ways.
Get off me! Please! Please stop!
Okay, that was harsh.
Hey, come on.
Stop. Sorry.
Yes, we have to go.
Okay, maybe that was too harsh.
Who's the bitch now?
Chloe!
Maybe that was too harsh.
Damn, Warren went full alpha on Nathan. And it was good. But scary.
The problem is...
This really hurts.
The problem is, if I rewind and do the other thing, I think Nathan will just have the gun. Like, I don't think Chloe would pick up the gun. I think I'll leave it as it is. Yeah, you know he deserved it.
Damn, that was intense.
Yeah.
Warren,
No, absolutely, Becca.
thank you so much.
For what?
For beating the shit out of Nathan Prescott? Dude, you rule.
I don't know. I kind of went crazy there. Like Nathan.
You're not anything like him.
Good to know. So where are you going? I better stick with you guys. Just in case you need me to get my Hulk on again. Or should I call the cops on Nathan?
No police. Not yet.
Guy looks like Bruce Willis.
So maybe
the
you
guy on
better,
the thing behind Max. Hang on.
Warren, me and Max have
That
to
guy
do this
that on the
alone.
picture, on the white
No offense.
thing. Oh,
It's
she's
cool.
blocking it.
Whatever I can do to help.
Let me
All
go
you can
up,
do is find
and I
out
will...
anything you can about Nathan's
If
body.
it lets... It looks like Bruce Willis.
I'm on it. Between the snow and eclipse, I'm assuming the apocalypse is around the corner.
And thank
It's
you.
Bruce Willis.
Seriously. I'll call you later.
Yeah,
better.
he is. He's such a...
I'm feeling pretty alpha.
He's a great
Yes.
character.
You are.
He's such a sort of trustworthy individual. I really like him.
Man, that guy is so fucking in love with you.
I know.
He really did give a serious beat down to Nathan.
It was a little scary to watch him do that.
Now let's make a date with Frank.
Will he even answer you?
It's Bruce Willis.
Frank always answers when he wants money.
what was I going to say? Yes, Warren's a nice guy because... What was I going to say? Yeah, and that's what's cathartic about that moment where he beats up Nathan, is because you're kind of like, you know Warren is such a pure, like, good-hearted person. You know Nathan's evil, so it's just cathartic to watch that good versus evil. Well, good is completely winning. Yes, I'd let a friend like Warren. Oh, nice, Oliver. Yeah, The Last Jedi. I'm not one of those fans that goes, oh, if you hate The Last Jedi, you're wrong and you're sexist and you're racist. Because you're not. You're not. You know, me and you are very good friends, and I know that you're not a fan of it, and that's all good. It's definitely not a film for everyone, but it's a film that I love. So yeah, when you rewatch it, definitely tell me what you think of it on a rewatch. I would be interested, because it kind of does seem to get a reappraisal from people who didn't like it nowadays. But yeah, it's interesting. See what you think. And yes, it does Bruce Willis.
Like I said, Frank wants to see me right now.
Let's not keep him waiting.
Very picturesque, eh?
God, I hate seeing those poor whales like that.
Me too. I just think of their families in the ocean out there looking for them.
Like we're looking for Rachel.
Well, that asshole's gonna help us find Rachel.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We've got a gun too.
Chloe, do not count on my rewind. Seriously.
Obviously, I'm not counting on you. That's why I have a gun. And I might even save you someday.
About time.
I am so going to hit you. There's no way we could have guessed this is what would happen to us when we grew up.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the day when we can just go on a road trip to Portland.
Fuck yeah. You, me,
And Rachel.
and Rachel.
Absolutely. So let's play this cool, okay? Just talk to Frank so we can get that code for the book from him. That's all.
Got it. No dicking around.
Let's roll.
Yeah, all films have their ups and downs. Personally, it is my favourite of the sequels. And again, it is that experience of watching it that first time and just being absolutely in awe, and then discussing with other people later on about, because it's such a smart film. It really is such a smart
so
film.
Now we
I
have
think.
to see Frank all the way up here.
Yeah, and exactly, you know, part of why I love it, it isn't what the audience expects. And, you know, I kind of think I watch Star Wars for the emotion and the emotional response it gets out of me, and The Last Jedi provoked such an emotional response from me. And it wasn't safe, and it wasn't what I'd seen before, and I feel like that's what a lot of fans wanted. And with the whole Luke thing, people were like, oh yeah, we just wanted to see him be a Jedi and face down the Empire like it used to be and stuff, and it's like, but it's kind of stuff we've seen before. Like, yeah, it would be cool to see him do that again, but I don't know if that's as interesting as what we actually got, where it's him, the whole film is about failure, and Luke's arc is learning not to hide from failure like he does at the start of that film, but learning to go back to how he was, and learning to go back to the Jedi he used to be, and learning from his failure, and learning from his failure to create a better future, not just for himself but for everyone. And that's that whole arc of the film, is characters fail and they fall, but they learn to pick themselves up and learn from their mistakes. And Poe as well. Poe fails right at the start of the film, and at first he's reluctant to do anything differently, but his arc in that film is learning to open himself up to different viewpoints and learn from his mistakes again. So it's definitely, yeah. I mean, you can rant about The Last Jedi if you want, man. Like, it's all a safe space here. Like, I'm not gonna say you're wrong, because no one's wrong. It's subjective. It's all subjective. As long as you're not saying if you like The Last Jedi, you don't like Star Wars. No, that's not right. Don't say that. And likewise, it would be wrong of me to say, if you don't like The Last Jedi, you don't like Star Wars. No, it's all opinions. It's all opinions. We've all got different opinions on it.
Oh, look. The Wonder Twins. You should have come alone.
She's my partner.
Partner in time.
Yeah, or bodyguard. So let's get to business. Where's my fucking money?
I don't have the money. Yet.
Oh, really? Then why did you text me that you did?
Because I wanted to tell you in person.
Oh, I'm truly touched, Chloe. Now why are you losers really here?
We just want to ask you some questions.
You have some serious lady balls. No. Jesus, okay. But I'm not getting you high.
Frank, we're not here to get high.
No, you don't look like the type. Not like Chloe here. So what do you hardy boys want?
Just the names of some of your clients.
Oh, is that all? Oh, well, why didn't you just tell me? How about I just give you the keys to my RV while I'm at it?
I recognise his voice. I didn't recognise it in the previous two, but I recognise that voice.
Listen, Frank. I'm sorry to be such a nuisance, but this is important.
Yeah, everything's important these days. But I can tell you're not bullshitting me.
There's no time for that, Frank. I just need a little bit of information.
Yeah, well, it always starts with just a little. And Chloe here knows all about that, don't you?
Come on, Frank. This isn't about me now.
Yeah, right, okay. Both of you are giving me a headache. No deal.
Frank, we didn't come here to fight. This is so much bigger than us.
Oh, yeah, you didn't come here to fight. A day after, you pulled a fucking gun on me.
I am so sorry about that. It might be the dumbest thing I've ever done.
Yeah, it was very dumb.
And I've done a lot of dumb things this week.
Finally, I believe you. But don't ever aim a gun at anybody unless you intend to kill. Although you don't look like you could kill a bug.
I try not to. And I never would have pulled the trigger. I was just...
Dude, she was scared, all right? You pulled your blade on me. We were all freaked out. Now we're all cool. Please?
Okay, we're cool for now. But my dog isn't. And if you try any shit, he will bite your head off. He's done it before.
We're only here to talk. I wouldn't...
I'm sufficiently threatened.
Shit, you wouldn't have time. You like dogs?
Pompadour is cute.
Oh,
That's what I'll
Pompadour
say.
is so cute.
The only way you know my dog's name is
Oh,
if you broke
crap.
into my RV. That's how we got out. You did it. Are you crazy? That's my dog.
Wait, that's not what...
Seriously, Frank, don't get all spun out. We're
Rewind?
only here
No.
to find Rachel.
Rachel isn't in here, and I'll spin you on your ass. What the fuck are you dorks up to, huh? Trying to break into my business? This time, the price is wrong, skank.
Calm down, Frank. Let's just talk.
Don't you ever tell me what to do.
Oh,
Get it,
crap.
bitch? Get it?
Step the fuck back now!
Oh, crap!
You fucking
I
killed
forgot.
my dog!
I forgot about this entire bit. Maybe I should have put a warning if you don't like dogs being killed. I apologise, I completely forgot about this whole bit. I'm sorry. Luke says, you think I'm going to walk out there with a laser sword and face down the whole First Order? He does exactly, yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I know. And I kind of love that.
Chloe.
Because it's about Luke returning to who he once was
I
and
just
learning
saw
from
him.
his failure.
And his dog.
Jesus Christ.
Frank Powers.
I forgot about that whole
Saved my
bit.
life, Chloe. It was
Poor dog, yeah.
self-defense for both of us.
Max? Frank is really dead.
I know, but we can't stop now.
Seriously, I'm kind of taken aback because I've forgotten that happened.
Cops,
I can't remember any of this whole bit here with Frank. That's insane, man. If you don't like dogs dying, don't play Last of Us 2. Yeah.
Let's get out
I'm
of here.
okay with it. It doesn't bother me, really.
I'm sorry.
I mean, it's not nice to see, but it's not like... Do you know what I mean? I'm not...
Jesus. Chloe actually killed Frank. She'll never forgive herself. Or...
It did go so fast. It was just like... It was my fault as well, because I mentioned the dog's name, and that's what got him set off and riled up. Shouldn't have mentioned the dog's name. Here's the bit I hate. I genuinely think this is the worst part of the entire game. Just because it's so tedious.
Are you okay?
I'm sorry. I keep seeing Frank dead. And I'm the one who killed him.
Genuinely completely forgot about that whole bit.
Listen, you saved my life. And yours. We have to keep going
Keep
forward.
moving forward.
I better focus on this board and start tying these clues together.
Yeah, so this whole thing you have to investigate in thorough detail. You have to get all the clues and you have to piece things together. Right, okay.
I have
so
to analyze Nathan's
I
messages.
believe... And you have to pair things together, look.
No. This is not working.
Oh, this bit is so tedious.
Any clues or numbers that could be his PIN code.
That will work.
Looks like this is not relevant at all.
It's genuinely the one bit of the game that I really don't enjoy.
I wonder if there's
because
any
I've
important
gushed
dates or
about.
numbers in his school file.
Well, I've selected his school file, but oh,
This makes no sense, Max.
I know.
Okay, this is just sad, Max. Okay, Max, let's blow this code up and go home.
Because you know how much I love this game. It's just this one bit is so sort of unnecessarily long. I remember this passcode, and I believe it's 0829. If this is right, it means I've played this game too much.
Oh, score.
Shit!
Now let's check out all the messages from the week Kate.
Oh, okay. Jesus. That is an incredibly sad detail that I remembered. And yeah, it took me 2 tries to pass GCSE maths, but I remembered this. I hate bringing this up, but it's that Stanley passed away on your birthday. That must have been gut-wrenching. It was. I remember actually because I got the Batman animated series Blu-ray box set. I was looking for my birthday, and I was looking through it and stuff, and I was having, no, check Twitter. Rest in peace, Stanley. And I was just like, no. Oh, it really was devastating because there aren't many people that I call my heroes. Stanley was one of them, just because of what he didn't. I always think, because sometimes I'm like, I'm not very good at this and that, and then I think, well, Stan Lee didn't create Spider-Man until he was 40, until he was like late 30s, early 40s. So I think of that, it's kind of a comfort to me, because he created this character that has impacted so many people's lives, mine included. Created this character that has been so important for people, He didn't do it until he was
Yes.
40. It's insane.
This is all about Nathan trying to score for the Vortex Club party. Nathan was jonesing hard the night of the party. He didn't have enough drugs. Drug dealer drama.
Drug dealer drama.
God, Nathan. You're out of control.
Hey, need weed, etc. Now.
So it was you. Now I can officially call you a psycho stalker. No,
Yeah.
Nathan, it's time for you to watch out. Asshole. Is this from Nathan's father? That's brutal.
Still can't believe Stan's gone. Always wanted to meet him. Yeah, I've always wanted to meet him, and I know he probably got it a lot just because of the icon he was, but I always have just wanted to thank him for creating all these characters that I love, but specifically Spider-Man, just because it has such a... He has had such a profound effect on my life. Yeah, you know what? One person can make a difference. Enough said. One of my favourite of his cameos. No, I haven't seen the Batman and Bill documentary, but I really want to, because there's a whole saga about Bob Kane and Bill Finger and which one actually did create Batman. I really need to check that out, but no, I haven't yet. I'm going to see where it's available. Right, so that's one piece done. We have to do the other two bits, which I don't have a hope in how with these.
Deals during the week of the party. So, what happened to Rachel after this? Rot must stand for Rottweiler. That does fit Nathan. Rotten. There's no doubt she loved him in some way.
Yeah, picture account book. I think that would help us.
Yes, the game is on. Now, talk to us, account book. Tell
Thoughts
us
on the Marvel
everything.
DC seasons in Fortnite? I haven't. I mean, I know they're there, but I haven't really seen what they look like or anything.
Let's see if I can find any deal
yeah.
Frank made with Nathan or the Vortex Club.
Oh, it's on YouTube. Okay. Yeah, I've heard there's some dodgy things about with Bob Kane and stuff. I don't know. It makes you wonder because there's this whole. I mean, personally, whenever I see, because you see on the older Batman films, which I'm doing the commentaries for with Isaac currently, the credits are Batman created by Bob Kane, and then on some of the newer ones like Batman v Superman, the credits are Batman created by Bob Kane with Bill Finger. I think it should be Batman created by Bob Kane and Bill Finger, but yeah.
Okay, Max. Remember these names and see how Nathan fits
I'll have
in
to
with
watch
all
that
this.
documentary to see what it's about, to see like what that whole thing's about. So Kate is Chihuahua, so remember that. Kate is Chihuahua. I only really have to remember the key people. Nathan is a Rottweiler. Chloe's Bulldog. Is Rachel here? Rachel's not there. So it's just Kate and Nathan and Chloe, so... Okay.
2 deals with Nathan on the same day? Party supplies, no doubt.
Yeah, so Rottweiler, yeah.
Frank sure is keeping his customers satisfied. He could open a store.
Bulldog. I need to look for Chihuahua because that'll give me the date of when Kate was sold.
Everybody in Arcadia Bay must be high.
Yeah, Chihuahua.
That explains a lot.
Or maybe maybe that's not Kate. Maybe that's because it said Katie. Maybe that's someone else.
I wonder what dog name Frank would have given me.
Probably
If
not.
Frank applied this kind of detail to his life,
Probably not the best thing to think about.
who am I to talk? I'm getting a contact high just reading this.
So it obviously needs to be the one where Nathan had 2 in the same day. So that's... What's that one? That's Rottweiler... No, it's not that one. Is it the middle one? Okay, so it's got to be one of those. It's got to be that one. Do you see what I mean? This whole bit is just unnecessarily long and... Trying to look for any ones that have rot on them. Okay, that one did. No, wrong one. There's Chihuahua. That one does as well.
Oh, yes.
Yes!
These are all the times and places for Frank and Nathan's deals.
Okay, this isn't as long as I thought it was going to be. I really thought I'd be here for like a good... And this bit isn't as bad as I thought it was as well. It's tedious,
Thanks to David's
but...
own investigation, I should be able to find out what Nathan did during the party's week.
It does kinda make me actually feel like an actual detective. So that's... What's that?
Does David know what's going on with Rachel, or is he just...
That's Rachel. That's Kate.
Maybe he was trying to help Kate in his own messed up way.
It's the
I hope in this
coordinates.
case that David has good tracking skills. Look at all these license plates. I hope... And that's all she wrote. Please let me find some clues about Nathan in here.
Okay. Oh, hang on. Get ready to fucking die, bitches. You fuck up my dorm door, I kill your scholarship. It's not threatening at all. Die, bitches! Speaking of CW University, did you hear about Hartley? Yeah, Hartley Saw got fired, didn't he? I don't know, I can't really speak to that. I know he's a fairly prominent figure in that whole bit. I'm not sure. Okay, no worries. I'll have a look for it online. I kind of suspected it might be taken down. I watched if anyone's familiar with the Roger Corman Fantastic Four movie, I watched that on YouTube the other week and went to watch it again. It got taken down, so it's not the film itself, the documentary about the film, because obviously that was unreleased, and that got taken down. So right.
Great. Now, how do I find out which car is
Oh,
Nathan's to match
God.
the coordinates?
Right. Okay. That's okay.
Yep, another car David was tracking. Who else was David tracking?
Okay, so...
No. This is not working. Come on. Deduce Nathan's license plate number, then match it up with the coordinates.
Yeah, I know, but
Of course, Nathan drives an SUV. Interesting. Is this Nathan's car?
Twilight Zone.
Who does this car belong to?
Oh,
Wowzer. This looks like an expensive... That's definitely Chloe's car.
That's Chloe's. I'm gonna say this, no?
I'm glad Warren got his revenge. There's Nathan dealing to the kids right out in the open.
I'm gonna say Twilight Zone is, so let's have a look at the Twilight Zone license plate. No. Twin Peaks, that's Chloe.
Why the hell are you following these people?
Twilight Zone.
And to where? Looks like this isn't the right combination. This makes no sense, Max. Okay, Nathan's clues are not
Oh,
related.
taillight's busted. So it's that one. Okay, deselect. So that's SXFT. That one? I believe... Yeah, the taillight's busted. That's him.
Now we're finally getting
Ha ha ha!
Chloe, I need you to go online and help me decipher this. Chloe? Chloe. Chloe, please listen. I know this is awful, but we're in it together, okay? I didn't have your back, and I let you down.
Together.
Please don't cry.
Max, I'm gonna go to the police after we find Rachel.
Oh, crap.
I can't live keeping this a secret, and I don't want to be a teenage fugitive on the run, and dude, I swear I won't even mention you, okay? This is all me.
Chloe, it was self-defense. I know you're hurting, but you have to just block out everything and keep moving forward. Rachel is waiting.
Come on, let's find Rachel.
You're right.
I know what the whole
Focus on
deal with
Rachel.
Rachel is, but these dudes
It's
don't.
all about Rachel
Let's
now.
find Rachel.
Okay.
Oh, how's everyone doing? Are they alright? Sorry
know
if
this
this
week
goes
has
on a
been
long time. I
so
think
weird
it probably will, but...
But Chloe,
Is everyone
this
alright?
has to be our destiny. Or at least one of them. Let's just find out where this is all going to end, okay? For Rachel. For Kate.
And for Frank. He was dragged into this bullshit too.
That's my Chloe. Now let's be a lean, mean research team. You have to go online and help decipher these coordinates. Because they might finally lead us to Rachel.
Thank you. I always get worried that this might be, I always get worried that these might be a bit boring, because I do get quite into these. But I'm glad I've entertained you. I'm
Thanks,
sorry
Chloe.
if this is a long one, because I know we've still got
I actually killed somebody.
2 major
to me, Chloe.
set pieces to
I'll
go.
handle everything, okay?
So I'm
gonna
sorry
study the
if
board
it
and
gets, like I
figure
said,
out
if
how
we
to
get
connect
to
all these
if we get to 3 hours, I'll end it. We should be all right. If I'm quick, we should be fine.
Chloe, I'm so sorry you have to go through that. Take a breath, Max. Go through all this data and you can find out where Nathan took Kate after the party.
He gave Kate the what did he give Kate? He gave Kate he didn't give her like weed or anything. It was Firebird, speed, cocaine. No, it wasn't any of those.
So, this infamous party
It's
was
October the 4th. So that was the 4th. That was the 7th. So that's out. That was the 7th. That was the 7th. That was the 4th. And that was September. So it was either that one or that one. So what did he give? 5-4. I'm going to say that one because that was later, right? That was at 11 PM. That was the 4th. Yeah, that was the 4th as well. I'm going to go for the later ones. That was the 1st. 7th. 7th. So, it was this one, wasn't it? Yeah, I'm going to go with the later times because that was after 10.
If Joyce knew what Nathan did to Chloe, she would fry his ass. Was Frank meeting Nathan at the junkyard?
So it's the 4th, isn't it? Yeah, 10. No.
That beach is like Frank's main I know Nathan wasn't looking for big... Oh, that has to be the Prescott estate. Not much out there. No doubt
Thing
that
is,
Nathan stays
I've done
on
this
his
before, so I should kind of know.
So, he could be hiding clues there too. Chloe,
Yeah.
this is definitely the place.
Let me dig up some more clues here.
I would, I'd go back and speak to Hartnell, and I would say to Hartnell...
Nope. Nothing, Max. There's nothing here. There's a shitty old barn.
But there is something there. Hang on.
Let's keep...
I would speak to Hartnell about the... just sort of tell him that the show will live on, and it will carry on and on and on forever. That's what I'd say to him. I thank him for all the work he'd done. Yeah, I'd definitely speak to William Hartnell and ask him about what he thought. I mean, how much he loved the role, and say, kind of show him what the show is now, and see, this is what your little show is now. And I think he would have. I think he would have loved what the show
to find out who owns this
became.
haunted barn.
I'm on this. Hold on. Somebody named Harry Aaron Prescott.
I'm shocked. Should we call
I'm
the
the
police?
shocker.
Fuck that. You know the police here are like Nathan's private security, right?
That's so messed up.
As you've noticed, this whole town is messed up. We can't trust anybody, except each other. So we have to go out to that farmhouse by ourselves.
I was afraid you'd say that. We could call Warren since he kicked Nathan's ass.
It's just the two of us, nobody else. And I'm not scared at all. You have the power.
Oh!
I feel like we're this close to finding Rachel.
The Doctor Who references in this. The owl called Doctor Who.
Remember,
he's coming up in a minute.
My power isn't
or she, whatever gender the owl is.
To be careful.
Is he still ranting? I unfollowed him a while ago because him and I basically put out a tweet to him saying, look, I'm immensely grateful to you, saying thank you for all the work you've done finding missing episodes, but maybe think about what you're posting, because I don't think it's looking good on your brand identity. And he got really confrontational, so I was just like, yeah, I'm unfollowing you. He's not blocked me, I've not blocked him, but I'm just unfollowed him because I'm just like, no, I'm not gonna bother.
Holy shit, this is scary.
I know, but we're here. Let's go find the best way in.
I want to find the owl called Doctor Who. He is in this section.
Whoa, check this out. Fresh tire tracks.
Dude, somebody was just here.
Then we need to get in that barn. So Chloe and me actually killed somebody.
Okay, so we need to get in the barn, so...
What happens to us now?
Your message is cut off there, and it's not showing up on my thing. Sorry there, Lewis. Tweeted at Douglas Central about Primeval, he actually replied. Yeah, it's not showing up on my thing. If you want to continue that, if you want, and another comment.
Chloe, I found the front door. Come on.
Oh, yes! Maximus rules.
Maximus rules.
God, this is way too Blair Witch. I have goosebumps all over.
Come on, Supermax. Hey, check out this old chest.
A little louder, Chloe. Jeez, that is ancient.
Jackpot. Old shit.
No, look closer.
Yeah, what did he reply, man? I'm interested to hearing what he said.
Prescott Industries celebrate grand opening. The Prescotts bring bomb shelter boom to town.
My scrapbook. You search for more clues and I'll scope out the area.
He replied saying, I enjoyed my time filming Primeval, but I'll give you honest opinion. After I left, it was a massive pile of shite. Oh, of course. Of course. That is on brand for him.
Here.
He's the perfect grumpy Scottish man. Comments aren't appearing on my iPad, it's only appearing on here now. Is the stream alright for everyone? If anyone's still watching, is the stream okay for you? Is it crapping out at all? No?
Chloe would make a great detective too.
Let me know if it's still okay for you guys, because comments are getting a bit weird on my end.
Ah, the good old days.
Yeah, seems fine. Oh yeah, I'm getting it through now. Yeah, I'm getting them through now. That's weird. It did that last time with Becca's messages. Where's that owl? I just want her to say Doctor Who. That's all I want.
These hooks are used to lift haystacks. I saw them in a Friday the 13th movie.
Unpopular opinion.
So many haystacks. So many haystacks. So few needles.
I am a big fan of horror and I love my slashers especially, but I really didn't enjoy the first Friday the 13th when I watched it. I thought it was just a Halloween rip-off. And I've never got the hype behind that series, to be honest. Oh, what was that?
Even Harry Aaron Prescott was into selfies. This tractor has paid its dues.
Fair enough. I mean, Halloween was weird because they kept getting into that weird obsession with trying to bring Michael back, and I think it would have been better if they had just done what they were going to do and made it an anthology series. Friday the 13th, I don't know, for me, Jason as a killer as well, he doesn't have the... He's not...
No more secrets, Sean Preston.
For me, he's not as scary as Michael Myers, and he's not as entertaining as Freddy Krueger. So for me, it's kind of like, is there much... Like, he's just basic. Like, he's just very basic to me. Like, I don't find him really scary like I do Michael Myers, and obviously Freddy Krueger is massively entertaining, so... I know, it's probably an unpopular opinion, because I know a lot of people love Friday the 13th, but...
Nothing here.
So, I've got to get up there. I know I've got to get up there somehow, so I've got to move the...
Chloe would make a great detective, too.
Rolf's tractor, isn't it? Is that a reference? It's probably a reference that I'm not getting.
Scope out the perimeter, Max. There has to be more here than this crate.
Oh.
Wow, sir. Talk about home on the range.
Yes, and when he's just looking back and forth at the London Eye. Fantastic. That's brilliant.
Boring.
Oh, Ed, Edd and Eddy. I used to enjoy watching Ed, Edd and Eddy. Haven't seen it for a while, but I do. It's a lot. Me and you talk about it a lot on over messages. How much? Hi, Becca. Any
Okay. There's no
any memories
reason
of
for
what you need to do
anybody
here? Because I
drive
remember you have to get up onto the top part of the
must be.
of the thing. I just can't remember how you do it.
Hold.
Come on now. Guys, I feel like we're probably gonna... Oh, hi, Dylan! Haha, how are you? Yeah, I know I have to push a crate and a hay bale, but I'm trying to find... Because you have to climb up to the thing and release it, because I think that's where the owl is as well. You have to climb up here, release the thing, and then that releases the trapdoor. Oh, HBO Max is... yeah, HBO Max is kind of... put a stop to an awful lot of places carrying certain content. I'm surprised that Doctor Who's still on Netflix in the UK, to be honest, because considering HBO Max has got it now. I think I might have found it. Ah, getting through the Power Rangers seasons, nice.
What is this? It's totally
Again, me and you've been
Why?
talking about
Supermax.
it a lot, but this
open this with your bare hands.
Power Rangers was a thing that was so like massively prevalent amongst my friends as a kid.
Okay, Chloe. I found some kind. Chloe.
It's not something I ever really got into, but I do want to one day. Be nice to get into it one
at
day.
your service.
There we go. I just had to search that one little pile. Yeah, sorry, I might have to split this up and finish it tomorrow, guys. I'll try to get through it quick. The problem is, it's just because we've still got another set piece to go after this. You know, this is the longest episode, and because I've gone on so many rants, it was probably a bad idea to go on so many of them. If we have to split it up, that's fine. I'll just do it quickly tomorrow. I'll go until 10, I think. 10. If we get to 10 PM and I'm still not done with it, I'll close it off and we'll finish it tomorrow. Where's the owl? There's usually an owl here called Doctor Who. There he is!
Good evening, Doctor Who.
Doctor Who!
Sorry.
I've been building that reference up for 4 friggin' episodes. Better have been worth it. Doctor Who the Owl. Have you got any chance to give Primeval New World a watch? No, I haven't. I haven't got a chance to give it a watch yet. I should do.
Good evening, Doctor Who.
Doctor Who. I love it.
Sorry.
I should probably give it a watch, but no, I haven't got around to it yet. I think if I ever did watch it, though, I probably would do a little review on it. Yeah,
Here's
but
the other end of the rope.
yeah, it's gonna see that, Max. Oh, hang on, what was that? No, that's Doctor Who. No? Okay. Becca, you still there? I'm just calling on you whenever I'm mildly. Oh! Okay, no worries, Becca. The game's giving it away for me. There we go. We're good. We're all fine here now, thank you. How are you? That work?
So that didn't work at all. The hook is attached pretty tight to the rope. I could use it to open the hatch.
Yeah, Dylan, we've spoken about that earlier in the stream as well. We spoke about it, and it led me onto a rant about sexism and misogyny in general, and toxic fandoms, and I'm just like, but yeah, it's the problem is, I don't know if you're aware, he's the guy who found a load of the missing episodes a few years back, so in a way I'm really, really grateful to him, but the problem is he's being an absolute dickhead. He's being such a dickhead on Twitter, and it's like, I'm really great, dude. I'm so grateful for you for giving us all these episodes that we can watch now.
So that didn't work at all.
But rein it in. Freaked out when River turned out to be Amy's daughter. Yes, it's a hell of a reveal. I remember watching that at the time. It was insane. So I'm gonna climb down there. What's yeah, well, shameless plug, you can find my reviews of it on my channel every series. I think series 4 and 5 are alright. I like series yeah, they're good. The first 3 series are the best, but the revival stuff ain't too bad. It's not awful. There's some really great stuff in there. They were basically made to be one whole series, but they were just split into two, which is really weird when you think about it. And I haven't seen New World, which was the Canadian spin-off show that they did. Oh, and then do you have to... No? Okay. So, I've attached the rope to the thing. I can't... Do I pull? I pulled it along. No,
So
that didn't work.
that didn't work at all.
Such strange mentality. Yeah, I'm not... Me too. There's lots of stuff, you know... My big one, a lot of people know, is I'm not a fan of MCU Spider-Man, but I don't... I speak about it fairly often, but I don't... I don't go on long rants about it, and I used to be one of those people that did it. But the thing is, I grew up...
Hey, Chloe.
Yes, please. I grew up, and if you look at some of my old videos, I'm ranting so much. The Heaven Sent video I hate, because it's not me anymore. I used to be one of those people that just ranted about anything and everything. But I grew up. And I realised that everyone puts effort into a piece of work. And I think it's wrong to just rant and rant and rant and rant about it. You know? It is what it is. People could just be very, 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 very nasty, and especially with Jodie as well. Considering how good she is with kids, and how nice she comes across, there's just no need for it. Right. Anyway, pull the motor back up. If I can get to the rope. Oh yeah, we have to rewind. Okay. Oh, it's going to have to be a while back because it took a long time. Like these editors need to get lives. Yeah, they do. They really, really do. Oh, Dinosaurs on a Spaceship, same design as Primeval. Yeah, you know why that is, don't you? It was the same VFX company that did the effects. So they probably, for Dinosaurs on a Spaceship, when they got a new dinosaur model for the HD series of Primeval, what they most likely did was
So
oh right, okay. What they most likely did was just use the same assets, because I believe it was the same VFX company that did those effects. So that's probably why they look identical. Here we go, right. Oh, come on now, come on. We need to start speeding up, because I kind of don't want to have to resume this again, but at the same time, I don't want to go on for hours and hours. Told you it was the longest episode. Right, now we can get in. This is where the big reveals happen of the game, people.
This is heavy.
There's a lot of big reveals happening here, and there's another very emotional moment coming up.
What?
So brace yourselves. Becca, you know what's coming. This is the titular dark room.
To say how weird this is.
You just did.
Crimson Horror's great.
A Prescott, of course.
For me, it's Love and Monsters. I love Love and Monsters, and thankfully it gets some praise now, but I adore Love and Monsters to bits, and I will not hear anything different. Love and Monsters is great.
This bunker is so surreal.
How do I find out the passcode? In fact, you know what? For quickness, I'm going to be a true gamer. I'm going to look the thing up, just because. Okay. I love Love and Monsters. It's wonderful. It works on so many levels, actually. It works on so many levels as an allegory for fandom as well. It's 5:40. I know that's cheating, but I don't care. Oh, sorry, hang on. Get the stream back up. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, yes. I thought that only worked in the movies.
Yeah, David Bradley's in it. It's weird. And there is, it's Dinosaurs on a Spaceship is a stealth Silurian story, and the Silurian, it's basically a Silurian story, which is cool.
Stocked and ready for the apocalypse.
Tastes like chicken.
This must have cost a fortune. Come on.
Oh, it's not. Guys, is it Fran? Is it gone again, or is it just me? And it's gone again. Guys, is it alright on your end? Can you comment? Are we good? Shit. Lagging, cutout, buffering. Crap! It's all good for Dylan. You're doing alright. All good now. Right, that was my internet dropping out then. Sorry about that. Dylan, earlier we had to restart the stream because it just crapped out completely, so I'm paranoid now. The guy who played out and will make a great doctor. Yeah, he would. And yes, he does have a YouTube channel. He designed it. All going good. Okay, cool. Yeah, I would like to see the absorbable off back, to be honest. I know it really kind of only works as one thing, but it's cool.
What the hell is this?
Yes, so guys, if you remember from the previous episodes, we're seeing files and photos of these girls. People are drugging them and taking these perverted photos of them. This is where all that took place. This is where all of that took place.
Let's see what's in here.
This is heartbreaking. That's...
Oh my god. No.
It's terrifying.
Whoa. What is going on between Nathan and his father?
My name's Elton, not to be confused with... Must be the clown.
Frank won't be around to push this stuff.
Body horror story with him would be great. You could absolutely play it as a serious thing. It is like young Nick Cutter. Yeah, this is dark. This is where all the girls get taken, the missing girls that we're trying to look into. They get taken here and drugged and taken photos of. And it's such a heartbreaking and horrific thing.
Ah, the Apocalypse Entertainment System.
It's quite disturbing, actually.
That son of a bitch.
Bloody hell. Photo printer.
I guess Nathan needs the most.
That's I was going to say, that's a massive printer.
Keep searching, Chloe.
I'm not sure where we have to... Newspapers, bottle...
Somebody likes their whiskey.
I was going to say... Clom, yeah, Clom. Clom, and his tenant's face. When Peter Kay goes Clom, he just goes Clom. It just cracks me up. The Celine do need to come back. And again, that's another monster that you could absolutely play for.
The Apocalypse Entertainment System.
You could absolutely play for for seriousness. And the Sarah Jane, they work really well in the Sarah Jane Adventures as well. Some of the best episodes.
Nothing about Rachel here.
So you guys remember, if you followed this along, obviously I know, I've played it before, but you remember the end tags that showed all the files from episodes 1 and 2, the post-credit scenes? This is it.
Come on, let's see what this shit is all about.
We're about to get to a very emotional point. Another warning.
Okay.
Crying earlier again.
A binder marked Victoria, but it's empty.
Look, the next one says Kate.
Oh no, Kate.
I love the Sarah Jane Adventures. It's so good.
I should have killed that bastard back there.
Kate wasn't the first. All those binders are filled with other victims. Victoria has to be next. Nathan must be planning to dose her tonight at the Vortex Club party.
Rachel.
Oh shit.
This can't be real. These are all post shots.
Here we
right?
go.
Right?
Chloe, look at her face. She's out of it.
Maybe Nathan paid her a shitload of cash to do this. She probably would have.
I don't think so. Why is he putting her in the ground like that? Where?
The jump
Here we go.
Max, we have to find that spot now. Then we can see what he did. There's no way she's dead. No way. She posed for those pictures, Max. I know it. Please.
The mystery of Rachel is about to be revealed, guys. This big mystery that we built up to. Yeah, Becky, you know. Basically, the Celine when they were brought back after too long because they basically felt like they'd be more suited to the Sarah Jane Adventures. So in the Sarah Jane Adventures, they've got quite a few stories. They get moved over to there. Here we go. This is a great song though. Mountains by Message to Bears, I think it's called. Yeah, here we go.
Chloe, slow down! Wait for me!
I know exactly where I'm going. Look, this is it. This is it. Are you gonna help me, Max?
Chloe, stop! Look.
Please, no.
Oh, that smell!
Rachel! Oh, Rachel, no, please not her!
Got goosebumps.
Chloe.
Rachel, why?
I'm sorry, Chloe. I'm so sorry.
I loved her so much. How can she be dead? What kind of world does this? Who does this?
It's all good. I'm okay. And there's the dough. Whew. And with this still not the end too, it's a very, very long episode. I'm going to turn the light on because it's getting dark. Oh, it's a great game though. Yes, okay, comments. The spirit of Rachel, yeah, it's never really defined, but I believe the dough is the spirit of Rachel, and that was lingering there until Chloe and Max found her, and then when they find her, the dough goes.
I hope Nathan enjoys his last party.
Yeah, thanks,
Chloe,
Dylan. Yeah, I think
the cops.
it'd be cool if you went back and watched the others. I adore this game.
Rachel wanted us to find her.
I adore it to bits.
We could get real justice and revenge. The press cats have had this coming for 100 years.
Yeah, try it online for the Sarah Jane Adventures. I'm not sure where there's a decent place.
Right.
I'm with you to the end, Chloe. You know that.
This game is messed up, but it's messed up. It's not shock value. I think all the shocking stuff in it is not appropriate, but do you know what I mean? It's very, it's good. It's well written stuff, and seeing it through the perspective of these characters.
This is like that eclipse.
You're right.
Oh,
Look at the
your
outline.
ex was called Chloe Damn.
I can't tell if they're different.
What is that?
Can't be too
Jesus,
Oh,
Chloe,
fair
look
enough.
at the sky.
Beautiful. I don't give a shit. The world is ending. Cool.
You're not listening.
It's another
Something
apocalypse sign,
major
so
is
we've
going
now
down.
had
That's right.
freak
Prescott is
weather,
going down.
an eclipse, and now we've got another, like a double moon thing. Something freaky's going on. I know what's going
the
on.
End of the world,
You don't.
ladies.
Warren's pissed.
I'm glad you decided to escort me.
You look really good, Warren. Are you alright after today?
I really flipped out on Nathan. I just hate bullies. And Max, he's dangerous.
Where is he?
I didn't see him at the dorm again. I was held up in my room.
Dude, have you been drinking?
Oh, you think,
If you
Max?
consider half a beer drinking.
Let's go, Max.
Hey,
Um,
hey. I know this is a bad time, but can I get one picture?
I love Warren. He's
I've
great.
been feeling like this might be actually the end of the world, so I want to have something for prosperity.
Well, I don't blame you, Warren.
I know. I'm a pain in the booty. Just one picture.
Hang on a
Action.
second. I'll wait for this to be finished.
We've got no time for this shit. Come on, Max.
Sorry. I just wanted to feel like a normal student after this week's ultra violence. I never hit anybody like that before. I was always the one getting my ass kicked.
Hey, we still need your expert help. If you see Nathan, text me immediately, okay? And do not let him see you.
He won't. I know how to be invisible here.
Not to me,
No,
Warren.
I didn't watch Misfits,
Text soon.
but I need to watch it. It's on all four now, right? I should probably check it out. It's probably something I'd enjoy. Is that the one with Robert Sheehan in? Sheehan? The guy from Umbrella Academy. 2 Moons. Yeah, like, Tatooine Sons. He is definitely pissed. This music is cool, but I can't hear myself talk now. So I'll try and get through this section as quickly as possible. I really don't want to have to split this up
Where
into
the hell
parts,
are
but
you?
at the same time, I'm only going to go until 10.
I hate touching all these
If you
clothes.
remember, in the first episode, Nathan punched him, so that's his black eye.
Always give me attitude.
And he headbutted Nathan earlier.
Hi, Stella.
Hey, Max. Welcome to the end of the world. Do you want me to check anything in?
No thanks, Stella. Have you seen Nathan yet?
No, thank
Final
God.
series is
That boy
that seems par
creeps
for the
me
course
out.
with a lot of things.
Wait, some girl just asked about Nathan before you came in.
What girl?
She had blue hair, dressed like a punk. I've seen her putting up those Rachel Amber posters. I'm stuck here, so I'm sorry I can't help you.
So why are you working at a Vortex Club party? I didn't think you wanted to be a member.
Screw that. I'm here for the job.
Who hired you?
Mr. Jefferson asked me because he knows I don't have a lot of money, even with my job and scholarship. I'm not cool enough for this school.
Yes, you are, Stella. You're smart, honest, and you bust your ass for Blackwell. I hope everything
Aw.
turns out your way in the end.
Well, thank you, Max. I really appreciate that. Hey, your face looks so intense. Are you okay?
No, I'm actually not okay. I just need to find Nathan. And don't get too
I
close.
do need to find Nathan.
Hell
I don't.
no. This is homework, not a party. I'll text you if I spy him. Good luck.
Okay, come on then. Let's go to the party. What am I doing? Oh, this is where I have to save Alyssa. I can't hear myself talk! Let me know if this is too loud for you guys. It might be. If so, I'll turn the game volume down. It's a cool song though. Where's Alyssa? Because I'll save her quickly. No, let's save her. Morn.
Alyssa, incoming! I'm on it.
Hey, it should be alright. I'm just, if you can't hear me, then I'll turn it down.
Of course, my object angel has stepped up every single time to protect me from the cruel world.
I remember watching a few episodes, but I was never like a huge fan like I was with other shows.
Excuse me, but I'm going in.
Sorry, but this is the VIP section. Members only. Okay?
I don't give a shit about being a member. I just want to talk
Victoria
to Nathan.
specifically told me not to let you in. Nice try. Too bad you're not a member.
Listen.
Dave Filoni taking over? It'd be cool if he takes over.
To be the VIP gate
I'm
not me. So please
I'm not sure if he will. Could just be rumors. Could have been announced. Who knows?
Bullshit.
Speed this up a bit. Okay. I hate parties like that in real life. Like, this is just kind of my hell. Like, I really, really hate parties like this. It's too, like, call me boring, I don't care. This is just very loud. I would like it. I like Dave Filoni anyway. Yes, it is. It's being re-released for its 40th anniversary, so.
What the fuck is going on? Okay, whoa, who stopped the music, okay? DJ, what the fuck?
Oh my god, DJ Doom is checking me out.
Right, so then, because of that, I can sneak in, right?
I could push this out of the way and officially crash the VIP section.
How do I get Becca, if you're still there?
I need to rewind or stop.
Oh, okay. I haven't played Star Wars Republic Commando, no. Yeah, I like house parties, but like parties like this is just like, ugh, okay.
So his ass has
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's too loud. I'm alright with like house parties and everything. I've been to plenty of them, but like, it just, you know, all this. It's just, eh.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. There's no social
Sorry,
aspect.
Max.
It's just.
Vortex Club members only.
Sorry, I'm on the guest list.
I'm taking you off.
Go fuck yourself, Victoria. I don't have time
Whoa!
for this bullshit.
Yes,
Real
Max.
cute, Max. And after I apologized to you the other day.
Do you even have a clue what's going on at Blackwell? Kate Marsh killed herself in front of you and me, everybody here.
That's not my fault, Max. Don't you even try to blame me.
But it was kind of your fault, though, wasn't it?
I blame Nathan.
Not
for
gonna blame. I'm
dosing
gonna blame
Kate.
Nathan.
Nobody at that party even cared she was so wasted.
It's a fucking party. Everybody is wasted. What do you want from me?
Some humanity, Victoria.
You're the one who got suspended, Max. And I'm the only person here who cares what Nathan is going through. So I'm not the only problem child here.
This is bigger than a problem child.
I'm not perfect, okay? I'm a teenager at an art school. I'm only here to be
No,
photographer
reverse
and famous.
racism. The thing is, it's a difficult.
Is that what you were trying to tell Mr. Jefferson last night?
It's a difficult situation because
Saw and heard.
now is not the thing is now is not the time to be talking about that stuff, especially with Black Lives Matter and everything, now is not the time to be going, oh, but white people are just as bad. No, it's not about white people at the moment. It's about the prejudices that black people have to face on a daily basis. Do you know what I mean?
I have real friends. I wouldn't want to
and it's especially not as bad as black people. White people do not have racism as bad as black people. No white person's ever been hanged for the colour of his skin. At the end of the day, no white person ever been hanged for the colour of his skin.
I almost got that freak Samuel fired.
Very tempted to watch Jaws. Douglas Henshaw is one for that.
You actually think you're better than me? No fucking way.
Guess I'll never be a member of the Vortex Club.
No, bitch, you won't.
Let's warn her. I'm gonna warn her. Yes, it was interesting actually. As someone who's not really into the Thomas fandom, it's interesting, yeah.
Listen to me.
Yeah, a lot of people do. That's the thing. White people do like to play the victims, and I say that as a white guy. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just now is not the time to be going on about that.
Oh my god. And I'm the drama queen?
Yeah, I love this game,
But I
man.
am not fucking around.
Sorry, but no. No way. Nathan is like
It
one of
properly
my best
changed my
friends.
life. It really did.
Yes, he takes serious meds, but that's not his fault. His family treats him like a total freak just because he has little meltdowns.
You're not little anymore.
Bloody hell, yeah.
I don't care if you hate me or not. You have to believe me.
I don't believe anything you say.
No, it's Don't Nod. It's
and I'm so sensitive.
it's Telltale-esque, but I think it's better than Telltale personally.
I won't. You're just pissed because you didn't enter a photo in the contest and that Mr. Jefferson.
It'd be nice to see the director's cut come out. I mean, who knows?
You just want to take your
Legal issues are legal issues, I guess.
That is so fucking lame and lazy, Max. Just go find a community college.
Victoria.
Greendale.
Don't do this. Especially after what happened with Kate. Can't you see I'm serious?
That's your problem, Max. This is a party, and it's the end of the world, so I am
Yeah,
going to get so
I think a Doctor Who game like this would be cool as well. But as you play as the companion, experiencing this world through the Doctor's eyes, I think would be very, very, very cool.
Au revoir.
I think we're getting towards the end now. I think we're literally like 5 minutes left. Let's go to Chloe and say, let's go.
I tried. Oh, good.
Leave the party. Yeah, we're at the end.
Chloe, Nathan isn't here.
SPD was the one I remember. I remember all the adverts and Toys R Us and everything.
Maybe he's hiding in his dorm.
Then let's bail. Nathan can't hide in
Oh, yeah, the rough cut.
Oh, hey, Mr. Jefferson.
Are you both okay? You look like you're on a mission.
Oh, I was
Yeah, I mean,
looking for Nathan.
just pause for a second. I'm trying to get through this quickly, but I need to. I saw a post on Facebook the other day. Apparently, in 2011, the BBC approached TT Games, who make the Lego games, to make a full Lego Doctor Who game, but it was decided that the franchise wasn't big enough or popular enough to warrant it. Apparently, the TT Games were up for making one, but it's nuts. Top trumps. Oh, I had that. I had it on the DS, and I didn't have the PS2 actually. I had it on the DS. It was a lot of fun. I had the cards as well.
I didn't know you were pals with him. I haven't seen him since this afternoon. He seemed pretty upset. I think he's still quite upset over the whole Kate situation.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Let's talk later, Max. I have to announce the winner of the contest.
Okay, let's get on.
You would have entered. You have to build up that resume and portfolio, but I know you will.
Thanks. I hope so.
Okay, excuse me. I'm almost on.
Let's get the hell out of here, Max.
Oh, and Dylan, I know you've been asking occasionally. The collection tour video is actually exporting right now. I can see it. It's just taken a long time. It's about halfway done, but I've had it going all through the night last night, since about 7 o'clock last night. It's exporting now, so it should be up tomorrow, hopefully. They do just make Lego games now, yeah. They used to make different things, but yeah.
Now this is the most important step in being an artist. Sharing your work with the world. All of you represent Blackwell Academy, and everything our school stands for. As far as I'm concerned, you're all everyday heroes. The envelope, please. And the winner is... Oh my, what a shock.
Victoria Chase?
Victoria
What a shock.
Chase.
Yeah, I hope you enjoy it. It is long,
Thank you
but
so much, Mr. Jefferson.
it shows how bad my laptop is because I put it on at
Your
7 o'clock
incredible
last
photography
night,
that brought me to
left it
Blackwell,
on
and I hope
overnight,
I can live up to your name
and it was about
and
20%
fame.
done this morning.
I also want to thank
So
all
it's
the
been on all
students for
day.
being so dedicated in their pursuit.
Should be up tomorrow. I didn't watch Watchmen
And
now because
I'd like
I
to
wanted to read the
dedicate this
comic and
prize
watch the
to
film first,
the memory
so I
of
didn't watch the
Kate Marsh.
TV series. You're dedicating that to her memory.
She was the real everyday
You
hero
were part of the
Blackwell.
bullying that made her commit suicide.
Thank you.
Yeah, you do.
Victoria won. Big surprise. I can't believe she blackmailed Jefferson. Well, yes, I can.
Who fucking cares? Rachel is still dead.
Oh, you're doing
and I want
journalism,
you to
nice.
now.
I finished college. I
Let's go
didn't
check
expect
out
to
the
finish college.
dormitories.
I went off to have my surgery with fully expecting to come back to college in a month. Then the world broke, and yeah, I'm done with college now, which is so sad because I didn't get to see any of my friends, didn't get to experience all that.
Nathan just texted me.
Sucks, man.
He says there won't be any evidence left after he's done.
Shit. We have to go to the junkyard.
Yeah, so this is
right
the
now.
last cutscene. I probably won't sit through the whole credits like I usually do this time, but I will sign off and everything. So here's a big cliffhanger coming up for those of you who have joined. And Victoria's Piers Morgan, yeah. Tweets like "Be kind," yeah.
Stop stomping around, Chloe.
So for those who've been following
Just
along,
get ready to use your rewind fast.
I want to see if this is a surprise to you. I want to see if this reveal that happens now surprises you, or whether you were predicting it from the hints I've been dropping and the hints in the game. Watch this. Because it freaked me out when I first played it, and I not much. Right, let's go. Thanks. Glad you enjoyed it. I'm sorry if it's been a bit boring. I'm sorry about the occasional technical difficulties, and I'm sorry that I went on loads of rants about political stuff, but that's just the way I am.
Come on. Nathan needs to die now.
Was that Doctor Who?
God's
Probably
sake,
Doctor Who.
Chloe, you have to be quiet. We could die, okay?
We have... I'm just going to follow Chloe then. Thank you. I'm glad my ranting is entertaining. Dylan, you weren't here, but I got really annoyed at sexist, misogynist, racist, transphobic trolls, and I went on a big, 5-minute rant about them. I got really quite angry. Where's Chloe? I've lost her. Oh, how have I lost Chloe? It's it's only us two in this junkyard.
Maybe we should have called the police.
Oh, there she is. Getting to the end now. Thank you for those who've been watching the whole thing with all the stops and starts and everything. Here we go. I want to see your reaction to this.
Oh God, Max, look. She's still there.
Don't look, Chloe. Oh, no.
Remember this blew my mind at the time, man.
Chloe!
When I played it.
Look out.
What the fuck?
Chloe.
Mr. Jefferson, you deceitful bastard. He was being so nice to us all throughout this game. To be continued. It's a police box in a junkyard. So at the time, back in 2015, I played that because I've said before on the previous streams, episodes 1 to 4 were out. And I watched all of them. I played all of them in one. I had to wait 2 months between this and episode 5. So I think it's only fitting that because I'm not going to have my PS4 with me next week, that you're going to have to wait 2 weeks to see the conclusion. It's all fallen circumstantial, but I kind of like making you suffer, because you're going to have to wait as long as I did. Well, not as long as I did, but... I mean, you could always look it up online because it's out there, but avoiding spoilers, I remember it because I think some of it got leaked at the time. Then watching all the trailers coming out for it, I was so excited for it. Yeah, I'm sorry. But think of how I felt at the time. It was like 2 months, and it got delayed as well. It was supposed to come out in the September, and it came out in the October in the end. Episode 5. That cliffhanger, man. Thank you. This is easily the most emotional episode, but it didn't get me as much as it usually does because I am being watched. But Ashley Birch and Hannah Tell's performances when they find Rachel in the dirt and them crying and everything, absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic stuff. I'm going to skip these credits just for once. So I accepted Chloe's request. Yep, I helped her kill herself, euthanasia. That was very emotional. Chloe killed Frank. I'm in the minority where Chloe killed Frank. Damn. I let Warren beat her. I'm in the minority that did that. Victoria didn't believe your warning yet. I let the blue jay die. Didn't realise I could. Didn't disturb the bird's nest. Kate didn't help you. Well, that's because she's dead. In the other version of this episode, she's still alive. Got David Files another way. Didn't motivate Daniel to attend the Vortex Club. Didn't leave a message on Warren's slate. Didn't figure out Nathan's pin code. Helped Alyssa. Okay. So, for the final time... next time on Life is Strange. Episode 5, Polarized. The final episode of Life is Strange. 2 weeks' time. Be here. 2 weeks today. Or actually, I may be doing it at the start of not next week, but next. It's the end of the world as we know it, and the main menu has changed. So, thank you so much for all of you who have joined all 3 hours of this. I know it only says 2:48, but we did about 15 minutes before the first stream capped out, so it has been about 3 hours. Thank you so much for everyone who's joined for a little bit, everyone who's joined for the whole thing. Thank you for experiencing this. That was hands down my favourite episode. It's always been my favourite episode. It's a fantastically written one. And I'll see you in a few weeks' time with the final part. I'm so happy. I haven't got the other ones on PS4. If they ever go on sale, because I've got them on Xbox, if they ever go on sale, I'll play the prequel and the sequel. I didn't get on with the prequel, and I didn't get really into the sequel, so I'll see. I have a lot to say about the prequel, even though I didn't really get on with it, but yes. So, goodbye everyone. Thank you for putting up with me and all this technical difficulties. I'll see you next time. In the meantime, theorise about what's Mr. Jefferson doing. See you, everyone. Bye-bye.